Cadillac. Sonic. And by Geico.
Open up a Cadillac during our season's best sales event and receive the gift of asphalt. Experience the Cadillac of crossovers, the striking SRX. It's the one gift you can open up all year long. See your Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer, backed by the peace of mind that only comes from Cadillac Premium Care Maintenance. The season's best sales event from Cadillac.
A bit different from the pond, huh?
Is this the new way to experience your favorite things? Play 2 media sharing on the new LG Quantum with Windows Phone 7. Is it a smartphone or something better?
What is the new Sonic Good? It's our new foot-long quarter-pound coney. A plumper, juicier, longer hot dog topped with warm chili and shredded cheese. Drive in today and get any foot-long quarter-pound coney and tots for $3.99. Like our new Tex-Mex foot-long quarter-pound coney, topped with Fritos corn chips, jalapenos, onions, and a zesty chipotle sauce. It's not just a hot dog. It's a plumper, juicier foot-long quarter-pound coney, piled high with intense flavor and delivered with a smile. It's new. It's better. It's the new Sonic Good.
In all the years we've been coming here, I've never seen a storm like this. I'm right here. And I always will be.
The Love's Embrace collection from Kay Jewelers. Now you can surround her with the strength of your love. Give her diamonds in a design that captures the comfort found in each other's arms. One more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
Don't let go. Ever.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
It's that time of year where LSU and Arkansas go down to the final seconds in the battle for the Golden Boot. Jones steps, throws to the end zone. Touchdown!
Into the end zone. The pass is intercepted. Arkansas
got a receiver in the end zone. It is caught by Arkansas.
Pass, place, kick. He missed it. He missed it, and the Tigers win. Tigers win.
This year, the stakes are high. The Cardiac Tigers are on the verge of a bowl championship series berth, while Arkansas could finish with their best overall record since joining the SEC.
How about this? This guy's unbelievable. You can't do this stuff. For the win. He nailed it!
The Razorbacks have arrived at War Memorial Stadium. They're home away from home. And mighty LSU comes to Little Rock with just one loss on their record. It's the Home Depot SEC on CBS. 5th-ranked LSU against 12th-ranked Arkansas. And welcome in the 10-win LSU Tigers. And the Razorbacks of Arkansas. We look at the SEC West. Auburn rallied to beat Alabama yesterday in Tuscaloosa to stay unbeaten. LSU's only blemish this season, a 7-point loss to those top-ranked LSU or Tigers of Auburn. Craig Bolerjack and Steve Berline, so glad you're with us here in Little Rock, and welcome in on CBS. Let's talk about this ball game, because LSU and Arkansas both hoping, Steve, to land those big postseason bowl bids. LSU last week, another hold your breath kind of win against Ole Miss.
You're exactly right, Craig. This is an LSU team that truly has earned the moniker of the Cardiac Tigers. Last week, no different against Ole Miss. Ole Miss had taken the lead. It took a great Patrick Peterson kickoff return to set up the go-ahead touchdown by Stephen Ridley, and then Patrick Peterson ices the game with the big interception of Jeremiah Masoli. He enjoyed every bit of it, and I'll tell you, this is a guy, it's amazing how big players step up in big games, but the guy that really has to step up today for the LSU Tigers is quarterback Jordan Jefferson, coming off his best game of the year last week. He really played well. If he's playing good and ready to play football today, this LSU team is very difficult to beat.
All right, let's talk about Arkansas. They come in with a 9-2 record, and they are home to not one, if the best college quarterback in America, Ryan Mallett.
That's exactly right. Ryan Mallett is a guy that every college football team in America wishes they had. 6'6", big, strong, can make all the throws, all the plays, spreads the ball around very well. Always in control. He's a football junkie. Coach Bobby Petrino says can't ever get him to stop talking about football, and he's taken this offense to new heights with his consistent performance. He shows up every week ready to play. But what really has made the difference for this Arkansas football team offensively is that Nile Davis, running back, the last 6 or 7 weeks played tremendous football. He's gotten that running game going, so now Arkansas can kill you on the ground or through the air. Very, very difficult to stop.
Well, Les Miles is in his 6th year in Baton Rouge, has led the Tigers to 4 10-win seasons and a national championship back in 2007. Bobby Petrino, the head coach of Arkansas, now he's the architect of one of the top offenses in all of college football. We've got blue skies in Little Rock on this Thanksgiving weekend. It's a beautiful day. Wind will not play a factor. Temperature will be 60 degrees at game time. And this series, well, it's the 56th meeting between LSU and Arkansas. The Tigers won in Baton Rouge last year in overtime, 33-30, to win the Golden Boot. Arkansas won the toss, and they chose to receive. And Steve, hold on tight, because the last 5 games in this series decided by a total of 13 points.
And 2 of the last 3 going all the way into overtime. You never know what you're going to get, but you do always know that this is going to come down to the wire with these 2 football teams.
So Arkansas is set to receive. Josh Jasper has it teed up, and we are underway in Little Rock. High kick, and taken at the 4-yard line. Not much. It looked like a hole had opened. It closed in a hurry at the 19-yard line. Ryan Mallett, the quarterback for Arkansas, a junior from Texarkana, and has thrown for over 3,000 yards and 27 touchdowns along the way.
And I'll tell you, these people in the stadium and watching on TV today enjoy watching this kid play. We don't know if he's coming back next. If I'm betting on it, I'm saying he's taking the jump to the NFL next year.
For the first play, they stretch it out. There's the play action. They set it up over the top, and it's incomplete. And out on the flat, Jarius Wright, the intended receiver. Here are the starting lineups presented by Chick-fil-A. And for Arkansas up front, how about over 300 pounds a man? The 2 tackles are DeMarcus Love and Ray Dominguez. Backs and receivers, keep an eye on Nile Davis. He's a 1,000-yard rusher and ran for 187 last week against Mississippi State. That incompletion brings up 2nd down and 10 in the I formation. Mallett on the pitch. That's Nile Davis trying to find his way to the edge, and there's a couple of flags. 2 flags at the 21 and 24-yard line.
A little excessive there on the sideline by LSU. Fired up in this environment, trying to make a statement early. Got a little extra shove there on Nile Davis going out of bounds.
And we'll hear from Steve Shaw for the first time today.
Personal foul, face mask, number 37 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, 1st and 10.
That's Carnell Hatcher, the free safety, number 37. Defensively for LSU up front, how about Drake Nevis? Leads the Tigers with 6 sacks, plays the right tackle spot. Linebackers a handful. Kelvin Shepard anchors the middle. 10 tackles last week against Ole Miss. And Patrick Peterson, the right corner, 4 picks, and really one of, if not the best return man in college football. Four wide receiver set on first down. Quick toss far side. And chasing Joe Adams. Shepard along with Eric Reed. And the Hogs move the chains.
Well, you're going to see Joe Adams. Well, he is a playmaker right here in the slot. He's going to just shoot straight out to the right side. Who's guarding him? Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson takes a bad angle. And actually, that was Eric Reed, the freshman, stepping up to cover him. Took a bad angle, gave up the outside edge, and Joe Adams more than happy to take advantage of it.
Mallett, the #1 passer in the SEC, nearly 300 yards a game. This time with a pitch. Davis, no edge. It was his legs were cut down at the 44-yard line. He'll lose a yard, and that will bring up 3rd down and 3. Shepard, the middle linebacker, with the stop.
You know, this Nile Davis kid, what can you say about him? Found out from Bobby Petrino, he is a sophomore, but he just turned 18 this year. Very young player, but very mature in his football development. Took it upon himself to make the jump and take advantage of the opportunity he had when Dennis Johnson, the starting running back, went down. He practices hard every day. He's a good example for his teammates.
3rd down and 3. Shotgun is Mallett. He's another coach on the field, and he'll switch at any time. That ball goes through his hands, and Mallett takes his seat back at the 27, and Kelvin Shepard brought the heat, but a bad exchange from center to quarterback.
Well, for the center to throw the ball over the giant that is Ryan Mallett, you know, he's a 6'6" guy, a big wingspan. That ball had to come out pretty high. Ryan Mallett very fortunate just to get on top of that football and prevent an LSU recovery deep in their own end zone. Not the kind of play we're used to seeing out of this Arkansas offense. They're very, very consistent. Usually don't make a lot of mistakes. That was a gift for LSU right there.
And Dylan Brady, who averages just under 43 yards a kick, will punt away for the first time today to the very dangerous Patrick Peterson. It's a high hanger right at Peterson. The sun in his eyes, takes the catch, spins, and is knocked down at the 22-yard line. How do you handle Peterson, who's run back a couple of punts this season? You don't let him out of a hole.
I'll tell you, that's a statement right there from Arkansas. Patrick Peterson had the 69-yard punt return last week. It ain't gonna happen on that one.
It's 2010. What happened to cloning ourselves? I mean, if we at Coke Zero can copy real Coke taste with 0 calories, why can't you have more use?
I have the foundation that I need. I mean, they had the bad one that made my skin break out, but I am not buying that.
Oh. We don't know how it would work. But we do know things can be cloned. I'm looking at you, scientists.
Da, 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 da.
Are you ready for your talk, sir?
Just going over how Geico helps people save in even more ways. With good driver discounts, multi-car discounts, defensive driver discounts.
You! Oh, don't act like you don't recognize me. Toledo? 03?
No, it's...
It's too late, Stanley.
Actually, miss, my name's not Stanley.
Oh. Oh, I am so sorry. From behind you look just like him. I'm just...
Well, I'd hate to be Stanley.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
This weekend, let's take the holidays by the antlers. Expand our toolboxes and fill our sleighs to capacity with all kinds of buzzing, roaring, and humming. With guaranteed low prices that are now even lower, there'll be more than tinsel glinting around our trees. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of Christmas morning with this 18-volt 4-piece Ryobi combo kit for just $69. That's over half off.
LG, as a proud NCAA corporate partner, presents great SEC rivalries.
It's a big skin weekend. I'm a big band, big time, big place. Town band, all day Dixie Willie sound, Jerry Rollins sound. All day Dixie Willie sound, day in the South. LSU baby, #1.
Now, Steve, you got to get yourself one of those coolers. Arkansas winning 4 of the last 6 meetings in Little Rock. You're playing for the Golden Boot, and it weighs a ton, 175 pounds. The first game of this series played back in 1901, and LSU pitching a shutout. It's a shutout early. LSU and Arkansas, 5th ranked against 12th ranked. as we take a look at Jordan Jefferson for the first time today. LSU's quarterback threw for 254 yards last week against Ole Miss. Interceptions have been a problem, and he'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, Craig, you could see in talking to him, we did the Tennessee game earlier in the year. Not a good game for Jordan Jefferson that day, but he seemed yesterday in our conversation with him a much more confident quarterback to me. He really feels like he's kind of figuring it out finally this year and at the right time.
He is the reigning SEC Offensive Player of the Week after the 254 yards in that win against Ole Miss last week. It is a noisy crowd here in Little Rock. War Memorial Stadium, not a seat to be had. Hog show blitz. Jefferson holds onto the football. Great read, and they drop Jefferson for a 1-yard loss to the 19.
Well, that is not the start that Jordan Jefferson and his teammates were looking for. Just a busted assignment. The defensive end came up the field. Jordan Jefferson, I believe, made an incorrect read right there. Should have given that ball. It's the read option. He has the option to give it to the running back coming across to the left side. He kept it, and he paid the price for it on that play.
Second down. 14 again on the edge, showing blitzes. Jericho Nelson. Play action, pressure. Down goes Jefferson. And now a flag as Jefferson tried to pitch himself out of trouble at the 14-yard line. And Nelson is bringing the heat early.
Well, that's 2 times in a row that they've been able to come with pressure off the left side of Jordan Jefferson.
Grounding, number 9 on the offense. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. It'll be 3rd down.
And Jordan Jefferson, you're going to see Jericho Nelson coming right here off the slot. Jordan Jefferson never even sees him. Now, there also was the possibility that the running back was supposed to pick him up. Jordan Jefferson, in my opinion, looked like he thought that Jericho Nelson was picked up. Miscommunication, good pressure on the first 2 snaps from Arkansas on defense.
Well, a big hole dug early by LSU. 3rd down and 18. Play clock runs up on 7. It's down to 5, down to 4. Jefferson to snap from the shotgun. Feels pressure again from the corners. Throws a dart over the top. It's incomplete. And the intended receiver was Terrence Tolliver. And so it is a troublesome first series for LSU, and the Tigers will punt.
Oh, what an impressive series by the Arkansas defense. Right there, Jordan Jefferson holding on to that football a little bit too long, in my opinion. One of the things that made him very effective last week was when he came out from the center. When that ball was in his hands, he made good, quick decisions. That ball was out on time. Right there, if you're holding the football that long, you're going to get in trouble.
Derek Helton punts from his own end zone stripe. That ball hangs. Adams pedals back. That's a fumble. Down on the ground. Still alive. Bouncing at the 10. Still alive. Out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Well, that's going to be Arkansas football. Joe Adams, very, very lucky. That is the classic example, Craig. When you get a chance to get a football like that, don't try and make the great play. If there's any doubt, get on top of that football. You're going to see at least 3 or 4 LSU players that had the chance to make that play. Joe Adams, the #1 punt returner in the SEC, a rare muff.
On the 3.5-yard line, it'll be 1st down.
Well,
Arkansas.
You know, and Steve, you're right. It was Spencer Ware and Ron Brooks, special teams players, who have to go back to basics.
They're on the
Cover
same
up
team.
on the football. Cover it up. Timeout in Little Rock. 11:29 to play, opening quarter, and we're scoreless between LSU and Arkansas.
Anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event. Now, get up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Save big on Nissan quality and fuel efficiency. Through Tuesday only, get up to an extra $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry, bonus cash ends November 30th. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your Nissan dealer today.
Even in the most uncertain times, there are some things we know for sure. There will still be weddings, still be babies, and still be bright futures. That's why New York Life has been helping families plan for the expected and unexpected for 165 years. Backed by the highest ratings for financial strength, we're safe and secure, so you can be too. Give your family the gift of a secure financial future. New York Life, the company you keep.
Lightning fast, lightning strong. Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the most advanced 4G network in the world.
Don't miss Rudolph, the holiday classic. Now in crystal clear high definition. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Tuesday, only CBS.
High above War Memorial Stadium, our aerial coverage of the SEC on CBS Sports is provided by MetLife. And what a day it is. Thanksgiving weekend, LSU Arkansas just underway. You got a sports fan on your gift list, don't you? CBSSports.com shop has officially licensed NCAA gear from over 500 schools, and you'll get 3-day shipping on every order. Go to shop.cbssports.com. It's that time of year. You look at the pregame, the per-game averages, NCAA ranks. You've got a defense of LSU against a potent offense of Arkansas.
This is a classic matchup of strength versus strength. LSU won the first round right there, first possession, and that's not unusual. In the 12 games this year that LSU has played, nobody has scored a point on them all year. 10 times there's been a punt, as Arkansas did on the last drive, and 2 times LSU has generated turnovers. Arkansas very fortunate to have the football right now, even backed up in their own end of the field.
Inside their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10 on their second series of the day. They play it safe, but up the middle goes Davis, who knifes his way to the 10-yard line. Nice run by Davis, a sophomore from Missouri City, Texas.
Well, what a great job. It's going to be right through that big hole right there. You're going to see just a straight-ahead running play. Niall Davis, he is a guy that has made amazing strides this year from a confidence standpoint. He seems to get better and better each week. 187 yards last week in that big win over Mississippi State. And he's a guy that just, you know what I like about him, Craig? He makes a decision, he gets his shoulders squared up to the line of scrimmage, and he hits the hole. He's got the speed to get it to the outside if he has the opportunity, but he's not going to waste a lot of time.
He was a workhorse last week, 30 carries against Mississippi State, 187 yards. In motion goes the tight end, DJ Williams. Davis, the carry, off the right side to the 15. Francois, the tackle. Let's go back to New York for the John Hancock update.
All right, Craig, thank you. Huge game for Wisconsin now against Northwestern, and it's Monty Ball. 32 yards this touchdown run to give them a 7-0 lead. They are looking to maintain that 3-way tie in the Big Ten, and with their top BCS standing, eventually head to the Rose Bowl. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Timmy. We'll keep an eye on the Badgers, top-ranked team in Big Ten play.
Yeah, and that's going to work in their favor if they can obviously find a way to beat that pesky Northwestern team. When they show up, they can make a statement.
Davis trying to work his way on the edge, and Davis knocked out of bounds. He'll lose a yard back to the 13-yard line. Now, Davis has turned his game around. You know, he told us, I'm starting to run to the end zone. After Dennis Johnson went out in week 2, I knew that the pressure would be on himself. And look at the first 4 games, the last 7. Touchdowns, remarkable. From 1 to 11.
Really impressive. And what he did, he said he made a conscious decision after that Georgia game to run every single play to the end zone. And Bobby Petrino said it has impressed him, it's impressed his teammates, and he hasn't let up. He hasn't looked back since.
Mallett in the pocket, steps up and Dart connected on the far sideline. Jarius Wright to the 30-yard line, move the chains, and the Razorbacks pick up a first down.
What I like about Ryan Mallett, watch right here when he gets the snap, he sets back in the pocket. A lot of things happening, pressure coming from LSU, but he knows exactly where he wants to go with that football. He's accurate, he's under control, he doesn't try to overthrow it, and I think the big difference this year between Ryan Mallett this year and last year, he told us he's really tried to stand strong in the pocket, not get flushed, let the plays develop and get the ball out.
Double tight around the edge and the hurdle. How about Joe Adams electrifying this crowd with a high hurdle to the 39-yard line.
A little bit of razzle-dazzle.
And see what Ryan Mallett does so well is hide the football.
Well, Bobby Bobby Petrino and Garrett McGee, the coordinator. You're going to see Joe Adams right there at the top, just coming straight around the edge, off the fake handoff to the right side. And a good job getting out in front and hurdling, obviously, the athletic ability of Joe Adams to get up and over. I used to be able to do that, Greg.
In your day, on first down and 10, and LSU cracks the helmet of Niall Davis. Ryan Baker with the hit. Let's go back for an update. Here's Timmy.
Craig, the old Oaken bucket went into overtime today, and the winning kick was set up by an interception in the first overtime, and Mitch Ewald then connected from 31 yards out. Gary Danielson is in mourning up here, and I just can't stand it. 34-31 Hoosiers, they get it in overtime. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Tim. Indiana by 3. It is third down and short. You know, the crowd went first and 10 Hogs. They were actually about a football shy. And so this drive is coming down to third down and short. Play action and pressure, and down goes Mallett. LeVar Edwards coming in off the right side. Ball pops out, and Arkansas retains possession back at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a situation where Ryan Mallett should have gotten rid of the football. He has time. He's got set up. If he feels that pressure, it's right in his face. He's got to get rid of that football before LeVar Edwards gets there. Very fortunate back in their own end of the field again to come up with the football. If you put the ball on the ground against a fast, aggressive defense like LSU, more times than not, you're not going to come up with it.
Mallett better by Wade Grayson, his left guard, the quick guard, a little after dinner. After Dean Dinner, that ball's down and picked up by Arkansas at the 27. No one can keep their hands on the football.
Now that was just a classic case of a guy working really hard for LSU.
There is a flag.
There is a flag down. No doubt Arkansas recovered the football. The question is whether the penalty is against Arkansas or LSU. Looks like there is no penalty. We'll see how the ball. You'll see, Craig, the ball bounces right there, and there was no opportunity at all to get out of the way. That was a really bad, misfortunate break. And LSU now backed up in their own end.
Arkansas knocking on the door at the 27-yard line. Mallett had man coverage, and it's incomplete. Jarius Wright, the intended receiver. We're told by SEC officials that flag was a inadvertent drop, and they pick it up, so no flag, and we play on.
And that was Daniel Graff who that ball bounced up and hit accidentally.
I formation on second down and 10. Little shaky start by Arkansas on LSU. Davis the handoff to the 22-yard line. Nothing fancy. It's just straight ahead running. Niall Davis goes 220. And Steve, what's even more impressive is his average per carry at 7 yards a pop.
He doesn't mess around. And I'll tell you, the other thing he's got going for him, there aren't many running backs in the country that can say they've had the same starting 5 offensive linemen all year for each of their games. Arkansas, one of the few teams that can say that. You got a true freshman, Travis Swanson, at center, and Alvin Bailey, the strong guard, is also a true freshman, but they've had a lot of experience during the course of this season.
Third down and 5. Mallett surveys the LSU defense from the shotgun. Pressure down the pocket. Stumbles and is going to be taken down at the 24-yard line. Mallett's got an arm, struggles trying to run out of the pocket, and LSU takes advantage.
Well, you know, he's such a big guy. It takes him a while to get going, and he did have an opportunity up the field. He talked to us about LSU is going to give us a chance with these cover 0 looks. No safety in the back and the deep in the secondary. Ryan Mallett, if his offensive line and running backs can protect him, will have some shots up the field. Right there, not a good chance at it.
There's Zach Hawker, freshman, Russellville, Arkansas. He's hit 12 of 14. His longest 51. This will be a 41-yard attempt. It is up and no good. Hooked it. So a rare miss by Hawker. And we remain scoreless in Little Rock. LSU, Arkansas on CBS.
It's time for the Bud Light Playbook. Today, spelling counts, even in football.
We're on the Jumbotron! Look! Oh!
This don't look right, fellas.
Oh, guys.
What's that left lip?
Saw you on the big screen.
There we go. Thank you. Here we go.
Never send the Z's for Bud Light.
Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time.
Here we go.
AT&T and BlackBerry have teamed up to keep your business moving. BlackBerry Torch now just $99.99, only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
I'm your lucky team, Flag. We've gone through 14 seasons together, but in Flag years, I'm like 130. Now, I'm just holding on by a thread. If you've got cut rate insurance, you could be dealing with this mess yourself. So get Allstate, where agents keep you protected from mayhem like me.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Monday, Dave's got Steve Martin, movie star, banjo master, politician. Vote for Steve. Plus, Emily Deschanel. Monday.
What they're playing for, the Golden Boot. Scoreless in Little Rock, LSU and Arkansas. We haven't had a chance to give you the starting lineups for LSU. Let's check out that big front line, and they are solid, but the only senior is the left tackle Joseph Barksdale. The right tackle Chris Falk is a redshirt freshman. In the ground game, it really rides with Stephen Ridley. 967 yards on the ground this year, 12 rushing touchdowns. And we'll see Ridley, I'm sure, once this LSU team settles down a little bit.
Yeah, they came out throwing a little bit. 2 of the first 3 passes, I think, trying to see if they could get Jordan Jefferson going early. Didn't work out too well. We'll probably see it go back to Ridley here on this drive.
From the I formation, Jefferson goes under center again. Arkansas showing blitz on the corners. Long snap count. They stretch it out. Ridley, the ball carrier, and he's stacked up after a pickup of 1 to the 26. And Arkansas defensively, Jake Beckett is homegrown, played at Catholic High School right here in Little Rock. And the middle linebacker, Jerry Franklin, he's a special kid, leads the Razorbacks with 90 stops on the year. And safety Jermaine Thomas leads the secondary with 4 interceptions. And just like that, Jefferson throws the ball downfield, and LSU moves the chains to the 45-yard line. Spencer Ware, freshman, from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Well-designed play. Spencer Ware just swung out of the backfield. They caught LSU in the right, or they caught Arkansas on the right defense, and you see the hurry-up coming from LSU. That's what caught Arkansas off guard.
And the pitch, Ridley takes it up the gut. Watch out, 1 tackle, the break, and he's taken down at the 29. Boy, it looked like Ridley was gone. Elton Ford from the safety came up number 9.
I'll tell you what, Arkansas better figure it out, Craig. They're going hurry up, and they're dictating the tempo up to the line again right now. Right there, you can see Arkansas was not ready for that snap.
Another quick hitter, Ridley, right up the gut, maybe 2 to the 25-yard line. Ridley behind T-Bob Hebert, P.J. Longren, the center and right guard. It's a big front for LSU. It's a big front for Arkansas.
Now, these are the things that go on during the course of a game. Gary Croton, Les Miles deciding they want to dictate tempo, change it up a little bit.
Pressure out of the pocket goes Jefferson, takes a hit and throws it up into the front row. Down around the 5-yard line. Pressuring was Ambrose, Arkansas's right side defensive end.
Craig, I'll tell you what, Jordan Jefferson, very, very lucky DeMario Ambrose didn't decapitate him right here. You're going to see a clean shot right there. DeMario Ambrose had Jordan Jefferson running right at him, gave up his whole body. Fortunate not to be hurt on that play.
They're down in 7, clock's under 5 minutes. Ruben Randall checks in at a receiver for LSU. This crowd is up and alive at War Memorial Stadium.
Arkansas, one of the very best teams, number 1 in the SEC on 3rd down.
Shotgun as Jefferson stands in the pocket. 1 pump, throws incomplete. He threw behind D'Angelo Peterson.
And I'll tell you what, Craig, I think that ball was actually tipped at the line, but Jordan Jefferson did not set his feet and make a good throw there. I don't think that was why it wasn't complete, but he did not look comfortable in the pocket. I do think a hand got up to deflect that pass a little bit, put it behind D'Angelo.
Josh Jasper will try the field goal. He's 23 of 27 on the year. His longest boot of 53. This will be from 43. Hawker has already missed for Arkansas from 41. Line drive shot, knuckleball. No. Jasper misses from 43.
Jasper, the top, tied for the lead in the United States. Field goals.
23 at 27, now 23 at 28. Scoreless in Little Rock.
What is the new Sonic Good? It's our new foot-long quarter-pound coney. A plumper, juicier, longer hot dog topped with warm chili and shredded cheese. Drive in today and get any foot-long quarter-pound coney and tots for $3.99. Like our new Tex-Mex foot-long quarter-pound coney, topped with Fritos corn chips, jalapenos, onions, and a zesty chipotle sauce. It's not just a hot dog. It's a plumper, juicier foot-long quarter-pound coney, piled high with intense flavor and delivered with a smile. It's new. It's better. It's the new Sonic Good.
It's our most anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event. Now, get up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Save big on Nissan quality and fuel efficiency. Through Tuesday only, get up to an extra $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry, bonus cash ends November 30th. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your Nissan dealer today.
For years, I was just a brewer. Till one of the guys brought in some fresh bread that he made from our pale ale. And from that first bite, I knew my business would never be the same.
When businesses see an opportunity to grow, the Hartford is there, protecting their property and helping them plan their employees' retirement.
Beer or bread?
See how the Hartford helps businesses at achievewhat'sahead.com.
Kill them all!
This weekend, if you are looking for action, The Rock is back. Faster. Rated R. Now playing.
Time now for an SEC moment presented by Sonic. It was January 1st, 1966. Defending champion and second-ranked Arkansas took on unranked LSU in the Cotton Bowl. The Tigers fell behind 7-0, but drew up enough plays for running back Joe Labruzzo, who punched in 2 short touchdowns, leading LSU to a stunning 14-7 upset. Arkansas's 22-game win streak and national title hopes were gone. LSU and Arkansas scoreless in this battle of the Golden Boot. And Wednesday on CBS, Katy Perry and your favorite stars perform live at the Grammy nominations concert. LL Cool J will host and perform Wednesday night only on CBS. The Grammy nominations concert, you'll see it here on CBS. Right now it's LSU Arkansas.
We've seen a lot of very inconsistent play by both teams at this point. A defensive struggle. A lot of times ball on the ground already, fumbles, missed muffed punts, missed field goals. A lot of, I don't know whether it's nerves or what going on right now.
Lots on the line.
It's a big game, no doubt. Both of these teams playing for a lot, but they've both been in a lot of big games. I mean, this is another week in the SEC.
The Mallet and the Razorbacks. Another offensive series, 1st and 10, 4:45 to play. From the 25-yard line, Mallet just pressure, throws over the middle, just simple pitching catch. Jarius Wright, watch out at the 40, and is taken down at the 37-yard line. Morris Claiborne, great job. He cut that angle away from Julius Wright and brings him down after a pickup of 37.
Well-designed play. You see right there, Jarius Wright doing a great job negotiating his way across the field, trying to get the ball to him on the move. He is a big play guy. Jarius Wright averaging over 19 yards per reception right there. That's not going to hurt his average a bit. He's got 11 career touchdowns. The average on those touchdowns over 34 yards per touchdown reception. So he's a guy they want to try and get the ball in his hands.
Second catch of the day for Jarius Wright. Mallet in trouble, throws it away. Wobbler caught at the 25 5-yard line. And boy, the tight end bailed him out. DJ Williams coming back. He's a hometown product here in Little Rock from Central Arkansas Christian High School.
Well, you want to see what makes Ryan Mallett special. That was LeVar Edwards hanging on him around the waist. You see it week in and week out, that Ryan Mallett is big enough and strong enough with people hanging on him, not really getting his feet set to deliver the ball on the money. DJ Williams right there, the #1 active tight end in the United States, 144 career receptions. A big play right there for Arkansas.
They get 145 as they stretch it out to Davis. And LSU strung it out, led by Eric Reed. Let's go back to New York. A lot of college football, and here's Tim.
All right, Craig, you know, Gary Danielson mentioned on the college football today that there were 3 non-conference games important to the SEC. This is one of them. John Brantley, 20 yards to Robert Clark to give Florida a 7-3 lead. Now, Florida State, win or lose, would clinch a spot in the ACC title game if NC State falls at Maryland today.
I mean, a lot of equations, a lot of what-ifs will be answered. Florida, they've been talking about Gator possibly. That would be a close-to-home bowl for Urban Meyer and company as Niles squares his pads past the 15-yard line. And Tyrann Mathieu, the freshman from New Orleans, with the tackle. So they're using Davis like they did last week. He was a workhorse with 30 carries against Mississippi State. Let's take a look now at the Verizon red zone. And Arkansas knocking on the door, just the nose, just outside the 13-yard line.
This Arkansas offense in the red zone, almost unstoppable. 40 out of 43 times they've scored, 32 touchdowns. That's almost 75% of the time they get it in the end zone.
Now with the high stepper, Davis, watch out, touchdown, Arkansas! And Steve Berline, when you have an O-line that goes over 320 per man, Bailey, the right guard at 323, Dominguez, the right tackle at 329. The seas parted, and Davis ran through it like a knife.
Well, you know what else it is, Craig? If there is one weakness in this LSU defense, it's run defense. They're great against the pass. They're great against, you know, they keep teams from scoring, but people have been able to run the football on them right there. Great example.
Hocker, 51 of 51. Now 52 of 52 on point after attempts. Watch the right side and that wall and the cutback opens up, and Nile Davis runs in for his 13th touchdown of the season. Davis, 18 years young, puts Arkansas up by 7.
Style points don't show up in the box score. Talking a good game has never won a championship. And we're sorry to break it to you. It's not the shoes. It's the work, the pride, the blood, and the tears. Because Russell's wicking sweat out of the equation. Russell Dry Power Moisture wicking tees and fleece. The next evolution in over 100 years of raw performance.
This is Dr. Love!
And this is Dr. Pepper Cherry. It's got a little kiss of cherry flavor.
You want cherry? How about a little kiss?
You can't beat a little kiss of cherry. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Big wins now mean shining moments in March. It's Arizona at Rice, Wednesday. Only on the CBS College Sports Network.
From TV's #1 comedy to the new #1 comedy, the #1 news magazine, the new #1 show, and the #1 show on television. Thanks for making CBS America's #1 network. 5 plays, 74 yards. Just over 2 minutes off the clock, capped off by Davis's 14-yard run. And Arkansas trying to upset 5th-ranked LSU, the highest-ranked one-loss team in America.
Yeah, that was a great job by the whole Arkansas offensive line on that drive, getting Nile Davis up in there on the last couple of plays, especially that touchdown right behind Wade Grayson and DeMarcus Love, who Garrett McGee says he absolutely loves for obvious reasons. He moves people out of there. They like to get behind him as much as they can and kind of ride that wave.
Alex Tejada tees it up at the 30-yard line. Line kick and finds its way into the hands of Ron Brooks. Stops, hit a wall, still on his feet in the 20, near sideline. And boy, the pads are popping. He is thrown out of bounds at the 32-yard line right in front of the Arkansas bench.
And gets up John a little bit. Ron Brooks, great job right there on that return. It was like he ran into a wall of Arkansas pursuers right there. Had the balance to bounce it back outside, get himself up past the 30-yard line.
So Arkansas's defense takes the field up by 7.
Jarrett Lee in at quarterback now. We were told by Gary Croton that Jarrett Lee would definitely be in. They've employed this 2-quarterback system most of the year.
Croton told us he was going to substitute by feel. And here he is, Jarrett Lee, the junior.
Totally different style of quarterback.
Throws it far side. That ball is loose. Oh, just caught and brought down by Russell Shepard. We go. The clock runs up on 2 minutes to play in this opening quarter.
Greg, you were 100% right there. That was a live ball. That's a loss of 5 yards. Almost better letting that ball.
Yeah.
Actually would have been the same because it would have gone out of bounds. It was a lateral anyway. So either way, that ball was going to be well behind the line of scrimmage. Not a good throw by Jarrett Lee right there.
Well, he's played in 10 games, making 11 now this season, but no starts. Lee shotgun. They spread out 3 wide receivers to the near side. Lee throws. They've got isolation to Murphy. And Richard Murphy bumped out of bounds around the 40-yard line. We go back to New York. Another update, and here's Tim.
Hey, Steve Berline, I want you to take a look at the defense here of New Mexico against TCU. Anyone want to guard Antoine Hicks? He's wide open for the touchdown, and they have the lead. Wisconsin and NC State, meanwhile, leading must-win games to keep alive their conference and division title hopes.
Timmy, I like that kind of defense. If I'm a quarterback, I love that one.
Incomplete on the pass play. I don't think TCU is going to have a lot of problems with the Lobos of New Mexico.
I don't see it happening. I do not see it happening. But that is the kind of thing that can hurt TCU, though. You win a game in the fashion they're probably going to win that game, and you might even drop a few points.
So Jarrett Lee, his stay on the field is a short-lived one. And back to punt, Derek Helton inside his own 25-yard line. Joe Adams waves it away. That ball came off the side of his foot. That's Helton's foot. And they will walk it up and mark it out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Tomorrow on CBS, a world premiere movie that will touch your heart and leave you smiling. Hallmark Hall of Fame's November Christmas. That's tomorrow, only on CBS. It's that time of year. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Christmas around the corner, the holiday season. And what that means is bowl bids are coming out sooner than later.
They're coming.
We were told maybe clock issues on the field. I've got 1:15 to play in this quarter. And we'll get that straightened out by the referee, Steve Shaw.
Well, that last drive, Craig, by Arkansas, their 28th drive of the season, over 70 yards. They're very prolific in how they move the ball down the field. You see the first 4 possessions today. LSU stopping them. First 2 drives, and a good makeable field goal attempt Hawker missed, and then the touchdown run by Nile Davis there. Kind of exclamation point on a really solid drive. Ryan Mallett making plays in the passing game. Nile Davis running the ball strong. That's what makes this Arkansas offense very difficult to defend.
So with a 7-0 lead, Arkansas back on the offense at the 30-yard line. Davis lines up behind Mallett up the left side. Watch him run. Cuts the corner at the 45-50. Flag is down, and Davis lowers and throws those pads up to around the 44-yard line. But I see a flag back at the 39. Joe Adams delivered a heck of a block to let Davis run that ball upfield.
And that's in a spot where you might expect to have holding down the field, maybe by a receiver.
Holding, number 3 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Well, no wonder it was a good block.
You know, Joe Adams guilty right there. We'll see what he does. definitely comes out. He's in good position for the stock block, but grabbed onto that jersey. Did not allow Eric Reed to play on the football. But right there, you know what I liked about that play, Craig? It was a great job by Ryan Mountain. They talk about the strengths of a quarterback. He's got complete freedom. Garrett McGee, the offensive coordinator, told us to change the play at any point he wants. They trust him that much. He audibleized, and it was a great play. Obviously a great call. Just a bad decision by Joe Adams.
Mallett goes under center as the clock is under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. So far, it's been all about the running game of Nile Davis. Off the right side, he'll pick up 5 the hard way, and Kelvin Shepard made the initial hit, the middle linebacker. He had 10 tackles last week against Ole Miss. He's now at 100 on the season.
Well, this is a very athletic LSU defense. We talked about it earlier, how well they defend the pass. But if they don't shut down Nile Davis and really make it a priority to make a statement against his running game, they're going to get sick of seeing number 7 run that football.
3 wide receivers near side. Mallett, good protection all day to throw. Dumps it underneath. And he hit his tight end, DJ Williams, who is fighting for extra yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tigers can't bring him down, but they'll mark his progression up around the 35 or the 36-yard line. That ends an interesting first quarter in Little Rock, and Arkansas up by 7. We'll return after this message and a word from your local station.
Doesn't have to slow you down. From new car replacement and guaranteed repairs to accident forgiveness, we do all we can to help you move on. Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Happy holidays from 2.5 Men and CBS.
It's our most anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event. Get up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Save big on Nissan quality and fuel efficiency. Through Tuesday, get up to an extra $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry, bonus cash ends November 30th. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local Nissan dealer today.
The thing about Reggie is that he really doesn't like change.
Why mess with something that's been working for you? My hair? Same look since '89.
It's 8th grade. So when he heard that Wachovia was becoming Wells Fargo, he had some concerns.
Why would I want a new name on my bank? I have the same house, car, dog, wife.
But when I told him about Wells Fargo's investments, insurance, and online tools, he felt better. Plus, I assured him I'll still be here.
So I'm open to it.
Wow.
Wachovia is now Wells Fargo, with you when you want a bank that gives you more.
Let's be honest. No one ever wished for a smaller holiday gift. It's the Lexus December to Remember sales event, and for a limited time, we're celebrating some of our greatest offers of the year. Lease the 2011 RX 350 for $469 a month for 36 months, with $29.99 due at signing. See your Lexus dealer.
It's the big finish at Hilton Head Chrysler Jeep Dodge. We're wrapping up the end of the year right. Get a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Rugged when you need it. Lease it today, just $359 a month. Or finish big with a 2011 Ram Tough 1500 SLT Quad Cab. Take up to $8,000 off. So what are you waiting for? We're wrapping up the end of the year right at Hilton Head Chrysler Jeep Dodge. And we promise a big, big finish. Visit us at cjd.com.
Hey Savannah, I'm Bill Ransom, and America Now is headed your way.
Well, that's Cliff Lee. He played his college baseball here at Arkansas, a major free agent in the baseball off-season dealings. So he's having a good time. Arkansas having a good time. Up by 7. Craig Bullerjack, Steve Burnham. You get the feeling that the Razorbacks may be getting a little rhythm going right now.
I definitely get that feeling. I'm seeing Ryan Mallett looking more and more comfortable out there. Niall Davis hammering the ball up in there behind us. Big offensive lineman. I don't think there's any doubt that Arkansas is kind of figuring out how to attack this LSU defense at this point. And if LSU does not find a way to shut down Niall Davis, it could end up getting really tired of seeing him stuffing that ball up in there. It'll make the Arkansas passing game that much more efficient as well. So LSU, during that little TV timeout, they better have gotten together and said, you know, the one thing we need to do, let's take Niall Davis out of this game right now. It's 3rd and 6. We'll see if they can make a big 3rd down stop here.
All right, so we start the second quarter, and it's a 7-0 Arkansas lead here at War Memorial Stadium as Mallett goes back to work. 76 yards of total offense for Arkansas in that first quarter. Boy, that was a stretch-out catch. My goodness, Kobe Hamilton, his 28th reception of the season. You know, every coach we talked to, and of course the offensive coordinator, Garrett McGee, told us he's got the best set of hands on the team, and right there Kobe went out and made a grab. But short of the first down, and Arkansas will punt away.
They lost the yard. That's the kind of catch you don't want. Good job by LSU right there making a stand.
Peterson awaits, and a good punt off the foot of Breeding. Fair catch and contact, or was there an arm up? I was trying to see if he had spotted, and he is knocked to the turf at the 25-yard line. And down is Peterson.
That was Ron Brooks, number 13, that was trying to block for Patrick Peterson. Right there, he gets ridden right back into him. You can see, kind of bent his neck in an awkward position. I think that was the hit that rattled Patrick Peterson.
There was no offside on the defense. Therefore, we have no flag on the play. It'll be 1st and 10.
So there's no flag on the play and a timeout. 14:30 left to play in the half in Little Rock.
Who wakes up early on the weekend? The doers, the list checker offers, the Christmas morning rainmakers. We can make it a weekend of trading up, piling high, and saving even more. Doors open bright and early. See you there. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of Christmas morning. Get a Maytag washer or dryer for, you ready for this? $249. That's $300 off the pair.
I'm in a timeout because apparently riding the dog like it's a small horse is frowned upon in this establishment. Luckily, though, I can conceal this bad boy underneath my blanket just so I can get on E-Trade, check my investment portfolio, research stocks. Wait, why are you taking... Oh, I see. Solitary. Just a man and his thoughts. And a smartphone. With an E-Trade app. Nobody knows.
E-Trade. Investing unleashed.
How about the taste of a barbie on the beach this holiday? Come on into Outback and try our special sirloin served with our freshly grilled lobster tails. It's here for a limited time at just $14.95. And purchase $100 in gift cards, get a $20 bonus card free. It's always fresh in the Outback.
Enterprise, hi, I'm at the repair shop. I need to rent a car.
Enterprise will arrange to pick you up,
This is great.
drive you to our place, and get you on your way. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
The Dolphins take on the Raiders, or the Jaguars and the Giants collide. Two teams trying to win their divisions. The NFL on CBS Sunday.
And there it is. Next Saturday is the SEC Championship game presented by Dr. Pepper. And Steve, what do you think? It's the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier, South Carolina 8-3 against unbeaten Auburn.
And one thing you can't measure, it may look like a mismatch right there, but you cannot measure the value of a coach like Steve Spurrier, who's been there before, who will know how to have his team ready for the big game.
Jordan Jefferson back at quarterback now for LSU after Lee came in on that last series. It's a noisy crowd here at War Memorial Stadium. Arkansas by 7. And Jefferson is walking around that offensive line, changing up the play. And that play clock starting to run down. They get the snap off, the handoff. Ridley. Good pursuit by the Razorbacks. Winston, along with Thomas in the secondary, just really stringing out that play.
Super job by Tremaine Thomas. Right here, you're going to see him just come up and support the run. Meets Stephen Ridley in the backfield, right at the line of scrimmage. You see, that is hard to do, to coach a safety how to get right up in there, be patient, don't sell out, don't get aggressive and overly commit yourself one way or the other. Stay in position, make the tackle, wait for your teammates to come on over and help you out.
Did a great job breaking down and makes the stop. Second down 10. Shotgun is Jefferson. And off again Ridley, and he's hog-tied at the 26-yard line. Tenarius Wright with the tackle off the right side.
Well, this Arkansas defense has really gotten better as the season has gone along. Kind of mirrored how this offense, their offense has picked up the running game. Their run defense has gotten better. They've gotten better on third down. They've only given up about 22 points a game in their last 5 games, which is a marked improvement from where they were the first part of the year.
LSU 0 for 3 on third down conversions this afternoon. Out of the pocket, Jefferson has room to run. He'll pick up the first down and hustles out of bounds at the 37-yard line. The dangerous feet of Jordan Jefferson.
You saw the defensive coordinator, Willie Robinson, for Arkansas on the sideline there a minute ago. When you mention Jordan Jefferson, the first thing that he says is, man, we have got to keep him between the tackles. You let him get outside on the edge, he can hurt you. And he can hurt you anywhere on the field when he gets going if he's got that kind of room. But you definitely don't want to let him break contain and get to the edge like that.
You know, Steve, you know this. I mean, you were on your back a lot, right, in the NFL and in college. But no, it's rare you get a quarterback with positive yardage and running. Jefferson steps up on a dart right on the button. Tolliver to the 29-yard line. So Jefferson shows you what he can do with his feet and comes back and throws a rainbow for 32 yards to Terrence Tolliver.
Well, just a bust by the Arkansas defense. There was a fake reverse coming around. Jordan Jefferson very patient with his fake to the receiver coming around, and that got Terrence Tolliver the time that he needed to get open up the field. There was no safety help, so an easy throw and catch for LSU.
First and 10, Tigers at the 29-yard line of Arkansas. Jefferson shotgun. Play action on the rollout. Steps up, throws, got a man far side, bumped out of bounds. Cadron Boone, only his 3rd catch of the season, the freshman from Ocala, Florida.
Well, look at how comfortable and how decisive Jordan Jefferson is right there. You see he made the play action fake. He came out of the fake, took 3 or 4 steps and was ready to deliver that ball. No indecision. Cadron Boone, a nice route over the top, but a very, very good throw. The last couple plays by Jordan Jefferson, very impressive.
How about the last 3 plays? A pick up a 13, a 32-yard pass, and that goes for 24. Ridley right alongside Jefferson. First and goal. Ridley bumps outside, spinning, pushing. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that was a statement drive right there by LSU. They truly came out highly motivated on that drive. They were ready to execute. They might have figured some things out. Gary Croton, the offensive coordinator, but very, very impressive the way they matriculated that ball down the field.
Matriculated.
little Hank Strand for you.
5-yard touchdown. And the last 4 was all Ridley. Boy, he pushed the pile in. The extra point is good. And we're tied at 7 in Little Rock.
Sheer willpower by Stephen Ridley. Watch right here. He's hit about the 3 or 4 yard line. Keeps those legs moving. Carries them into the end zone.
And the Home Depot SEC on CBS will continue after this word from your local station.
TV's #1 news show, Hawaii Five-0, Monday on CBS.
How about that one? Nope.
For people who are particular about the things they like, this
is a great time of year.
How about this one? Nope.
Maybe we should head back. The event's going to be over soon.
During the big finish of 2010, lease the 2011 Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 for $379 a month for well-qualified lessees.
To us, the little things mean a lot. Add up all our standard features and safety tech, and you've got something big. Announcing the Chrysler Big Finish of 2010.
How was it?
We'll take it.
Awesome.
Now, for the first time, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on 2010 Chrysler Town & Country models.
Thanks for watching WTOC TV, Channel 11, Savannah.
Six plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 38 seconds off the clock, and Ridley with a powerful 5-yard run. How about Jefferson, Steve Berline? He accounted for 69 yards on that drive, 56 passing, and don't forget the 13 yards he ran on 3rd down and 9.
Well, he just, maybe putting Jarrett Lee in the previous series is what motivated Jordan Jefferson to come out and make a statement on that drive, but he looked like a different quarterback. The first couple of drives, his feet were not set. He was kind of throwing the ball off balance, not aggressively. That drive, he made some good, solid decisions and throws.
Lance Ray set to return the kick for Arkansas. It's a short kick, angled to the far side, takes a bounce at the 12. It's picked up, and the Razorbacks will have 5 field position inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 28. So we're tied at 7, and Mallett is set to go back to work. Mallett, just a junior, had a great talk with him yesterday, Steve, about his future. He loves college football, the experience, but yet the National Football League may be knocking on the door in a big way.
Didn't your gut tell you he's kind of leaning that way? I made the comment a little bit earlier. If I had to bet on it, I'd think he's leaning toward coming out.
57 career touchdown passes at Arkansas, looking for more. Pedals back, 5-step drop, throws a bullet, nearly picked off. Nearly picked off by Patrick Peterson. We go back to New York for an update. Here's Tim.
All right, Craig, and Steve, you can take a look at the coverage again here by New Mexico. Is this team 1-10 or what? Andy Dalton passing to Jimmy Young, 45 yards to the strike, 21-0 TCU. It begs the question from you, Steve Berline. If LSU wins as 11-1 along with a lot of other one-loss teams, should they trump a 12-0 TCU in your opinion?
Well, first off, I'd like to say I can't understand how New Mexico's won a game this year. How do they win one game the way they're playing? But that's a good question, Tim. We'll get into it as the game goes along. A lot of ways to debate that thing. I know what your thoughts are.
Oh, yeah. You know, I know you talked about the country club living atmosphere around college football and how the big boys just invite one another, Timmy. You know, there's a lot of people who believe that as well. And, you know, the debate will rage on about, well, now Boise State's out of the debate because they're out.
That took care of itself.
Yeah, they took care of themselves. And TCU is another great debate as well. Is a one-loss team in this conference in the SEC better than an undefeated TCU club?
Well, again, we'll have time to develop, but I think you can make a very strong case for it just based on who they have to play. But let's watch this 3rd and 9.
Ball is batted out of the hands of Jarius Wright. And coming strong, I tell you, Drake Nevis forced that throw maybe just a little early by Mallett. That looked like a catchable football.
Well, it was catchable, but they weren't going to get the first down anyway. And John Chavis, the defensive coordinator for LSU, told us that this Arkansas offense is so good and they are so efficient on 3rd downs normally because they're so good on 1st and 2nd down. They don't get a lot of 3rd down situations. When they do, it's usually 3rd and short. You keep them in 3rd and long like that, it's hard to convert.
Fair catch. at the 29-yard line by Peterson. He was hammered last time he put an arm up. You see him wave that?
He's been hammered twice. He might have enough.
Oh, he put the arm up, a 44-yard boot. We'll be back on CBS.
Rated M for mature. There's only one vehicle tough enough to play in this world. The 2011 Jeep Wrangler Call of Duty Black Ops Edition. With a redesigned interior, the new Jeep Wrangler remains one tough 4x4.
Is it the end of TV as you know it? It's the LG Infinia, the world's first full LED 3D TV, and the only LED TV that's THX certified for picture quality. So, is it a TV or something better?
American innovation meets Mexican styling. Taco Bell's totally redesigned chicken enchilada. Tender marinated all-white meat chicken, slow-simmered enchilada sauce, and melty cheese, wrapped up and grilled to go. Only at Taco Bell.
I'm a Wrangler guy. Always have been, always will be.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. For long-lasting comfort, the right choice is Wrangler.
Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
CBSSports.com is your stop for college gear with thousands of items for over 500 NCAA teams. So for college gear, visit shop.cbssports.com.
Tomorrow on The Amazing Race, a sushi showdown could push the teams to the limit. Don't miss a new Amazing Race after 60 minutes tomorrow. Only on CBS. I wonder where she's running to. Sushi. You got a comment on sushi? Yay or nay?
I'm a yay. Yay to sushi all the way, man. How do you think I keep this slim physique that I've got? Yeah,
exactly. Shadows starting to cast themselves over War Memorial Stadium. A lot of hype in the house.
What could not be a better environment. What a great stadium. People fired up all over Little Rock. This is the biggest game for this Arkansas program in a long time. Bobby Petrino's done a spectacular job with this football team, getting them to believe in themselves and play at a high level week in and week out.
Well, they've come in with 5 straight wins. Ole Miss, Vandy, South Carolina, UTEP, and last week in double overtime against Mississippi State. Their 2 lone losses, guess who? Alabama and Auburn.
2 pretty good football teams,
I would say. And the lone loss to LSU, Auburn.
The only one? I mean, what can you say?
That's the way it is, you know, and the argument is that's the way it is in this conference, in the SEC. Each week, you've got a battle on your hands.
Yeah, you can't tell me that TCU or Boise State or any of those teams you want to put in there would make it through unscathed playing the schedule these guys play week in and week out. Problem is there's no way to prove it.
Exactly right, and that's the other side of the debate. So now they're getting the ball put down in place at the 29-yard line, 7 all.
You know, one last comment on that topic, though, Craig. You know, all the people we've talked to over the last couple days about that particular question, does a one-loss team from the SEC deserve the right to play for the national championship? What was the overwhelming majority of answers we got? I don't think there was anybody that said no. So, you know, obviously you can understand why they feel that way. And got a little bit of an extended timeout here.
Yes, and the officials are on it. As we show you around the War Memorial Stadium, not a seat to be had. Most of this crowd in red. I do see some gold.
Well, you know, Arkansas playing here in Little Rock, they've won 7 consecutive games in Little Rock, and they've won 2 of the last 3 against LSU, so they have every reason in the world to feel confident coming into this game.
With 10:49 left to play, we've got a stoppage on the field. Crowd getting a little restless. Steve Shaw, the referee, puts us back in business, and here we go. 1st and 10. Arkansas wanting their defense to stand up for a stop here against Jefferson and the LSU Tigers. Shotgun. Jefferson, flags are down and whistles will stop play. Flag is back at the 28-yard line.
Before the snap, false start, number 78 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Barksdale, the 3-year letterman from Detroit. How about Jefferson?
I'll tell you, he came out like a man possessed on that last drive. He saw green grass in front of him, took it to the edge, picked up a 13 yards, and followed it up with his 2 best throws of the day. Right there, threading one into Terrence Tolliver, and then on the sideline, a great decisive throw to Cadron Boone. Put him in position for the score from Stephen Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley went the extra 5 for the touchdown. In the flat is Shepard. Turns the corner, bumped hard out of bounds at the 33-yard line by Jericho Nelson. We go to Tim Brando for this Heisman Watch, presented by Nissan. Tim.
Craig, I think everyone would agree when it comes to the Heisman, it's Cam and then everybody else. Of course, that incredible comeback from 24 down, and obviously in touch with them with other games that'll be on display tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Tim. You had to see come back to believe it. Down 24-0 on the road. And see, that speaks volumes. Now, there's controversy surrounding Cam Newton. You have to wonder how that will affect voters, but this kid is a talent.
He truly is. We got a 3rd and short.
And
hurry up by LSU.
And the pitch coming our side. Ford, Michael Ford, we were told, will get plenty of touches in this game to break Ridley on occasion.
You know, I like what LSU is doing here to try and create confusion with Arkansas. They're going to this no huddle that I have not seen much of this year out of LSU, but they're committed to it, and they know what they're doing, and they're keeping the personnel on the field they want to keep on the field for Arkansas, running the plays they feel very good about.
Now Jefferson takes a look to the sideline, switches up the play. Now they go option, little pitch. Again, Ford breaks the tackle at the 40. Stutter steps and is pulled down back at the 30-yard line. Looked like he got him by the face mask or on a horse collar, but there is a flag back now thrown late at the 47-yard line.
Well, they run this play very, very well. It shows up every week, the little option out of the shotgun, but it's all for naught. Illegal push in the back, downfield again. LSU looks like they're very, very, very strongly against the call that was made up the field. And those are the hidden yardage plays, Craig, that really, really can break your back. When you look back on why you won or lost the game, you had about a 15-yard gain. Instead it ends up being a 5-yard loss. It's a 20 yards of hidden yardage that LSU will not get back.
On 1st down and 15, under 10 minutes of play in the first half. Jefferson again. Audibilizes. He hands the ball to Ford. Turns out the corner. Another flag is thrown. And maybe a yard the hard way to the 43-yard line. That was Krim to safety, but another flag back. And it's sitting right there in front of us at the 37.
And it's not in a good spot for LSU again.
Holding.
Les Miles looking on very concerned, not too happy about that development.
Holding, number 64 on the offense. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
That's P.J. Lonergan, sophomore from New Orleans, the center.
This is a situation where Jordan Jefferson has got to be very careful. As you stated, Craig, he's thrown 9 interceptions this year against only 4 touchdowns. You want to try and get back about half of it if you can.
Play action, Jefferson rolls, throws to the flat, caught. And not much for Ridley as Arkansas chops his feet down around the 29-yard line. Jericho Nelson made the initial hit.
Good solid play by Jericho Nelson out there in the open field, trying to make the tackle on Stephen Ridley. Jericho Nelson,
he's down.
He tried to get off the field. You could tell he got up slowly, but he came in there head first to make the tackle.
Now he's going to take a seat. They're looking at his wrist. It's already heavily taped.
Well, you see, nice open field tackle. Coming in low on Stephen Ridley. Looks, to me, it seemed in the way he came off the field, you have to believe he's got a few cobwebs up top. He's not 100% got all of his faculties right now.
I think they're looking at the hand.
Are they looking at his hand? Okay. Either way, it looks like he's going to be okay. That's a good sign.
So Ross Rasner, the sophomore, number 35, replaces Nelson. Waco, Texas, Michael Ford, who's been dynamite at times on this drive, remains on the field for LSU on a 2nd down and 22. Clock under 9 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Jefferson, shotgun, calls for it. Play action. Pocket collapses. Out he goes. Has room to run. Throws a slingshot, and it's incomplete. It was Ford, the intended receiver. That was just a simple off-balance throw by Jefferson, incomplete.
And Jordan Jefferson's really got no excuse not to make that throw. Great job avoiding pressure, getting outside. He made a good, smart decision trying to find Ford. He had an easy throw. He was only about 6 or 7 yards away from him. Jordan Jefferson, a good thrower on the move, but just a bad throw right there. Would have been able to pick up another 8 or 10 yards and put him in at least a possible 3rd down conversion position.
Now 3rd down and very low. How about 22? 4 wide receiver set, 3 set up to the near side. Jefferson, high snap, brings it down. Pressure from the corner, steps up in the pocket, throws, ball is up, and caught by Shepard at the 49-yard line.
You know, that ball should have been intercepted. Now I have no doubt in my mind at midfield, Les Miles will go for this 4th and 1. That ball should have been intercepted by Ross Rasner.
Now you're going to say the Mad Hatter is going to go for it?
I think he is. No, you know what? What do I know? He's sending the punter out. It's 4th and 2. I thought it was more like 4th and 1. I wouldn't have been surprised if in that situation he wouldn't go for it, though. Here, Arkansas has to be careful and aware of a fake possibility.
Jasper, the punter, with a pooch punt, lifts it high. Nice punt. Jericho Nelson, the fair catch inside the 15. So the Mad Hatter plays it safe. 7-all in Little Rock.
Denny's 16-item 2468 value menu saves you money this holiday season with 2, $4, $6, or $8 menu items all day, every day. Plus, build your own holiday slam with gingerbread French toast, cranberry orange pancakes, and 18 other options only at Denny's.
AT&T introduces a new Windows Phone with stage presence. Now get an HTC Surround for $199.99 and get one free. Only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You know her. We know diamonds. Together, we'll make her holiday. That's why only Zales is the diamond store, where you'll get an extra 10% off store-wide now through Sunday. Rated M for mature. There's only one vehicle tough enough to play in this world. The 2011 Jeep Wrangler Call of Duty Black Ops Edition. With a redesigned interior, the new Jeep Wrangler remains one tough 4x4.
Tim Brando in New York. Coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Spencer, Archie, Gary, and I will get you caught up on all of the action, including Torrin Poole taking it in for Tennessee. Their 4th win in a row, their 6th of the season. They're bowl eligible under first-year coach Derek Dooley. Back to LSU, Arkansas.
it feels like late September, not November in Little Rock, and our aerial coverage of the SEC on CBS Sports provided by MetLife. What a scene that is. War Memorial Stadium. And see, let's break it down. Quarterbacks between Mallett and Shepard, Jefferson, who's seen most of the action today. Jarrett Lead had a series for LSU.
Both of these are surprising. You see Jordan Jefferson more yards than Ryan Mallett. You know, if you told me that before the game, I wouldn't believe you. With 7:45 left in the second quarter, well, John Chavis has got to be very happy holding Ryan Mallett to 75 yards. This is a guy that's gone over 300 yards 8 times this year, averaging 297.5 yards per game. But they've got the running game going for them, so they don't have to throw it right now.
That leads the SEC, and they stay on the ground. Spinning out of a tackle is Davis. The sophomore from Missouri City, Texas, knocked down by Nevis, who's been active today. He's got 10 career sacks. He's been bringing pressure on Mallett all afternoon. It'll be second down and long as we're under 7.5 minutes to play. Interesting ball game. A lot of nerves early. A couple of missed field goals. If you joined us late. Zach Hawker from 41 missed. Jasper, a sure-footed kicker, missed from 43. And we're tied at 7. Second down and 9. Mallett pedals back, lobs it, got man coverage up top. He got help from the safety, and that ball's incomplete. And let's go back to New York. Busy day. Here's Tim.
All right, fellas. Christian Ponder's going to hit Rodney Smith with a 39-yard strike to give Florida State a 17-7 lead over Florida. Now, the Seminoles need NC State to lose today to clinch the ACC Atlantic. Right now, NC State is winning. That would need to happen for them to play in the ACC title against Virginia Tech. Back to you.
All right, Tim. Thanks for the 8. Boy, struggled this year for Urban Meyer and company. You lose Tebow, look what happens, huh?
Man, I'll tell you, he's not used to that at all.
Mallett's had some troubles with the throws. 2 of his last 5 for a -2 yards. He'll go back to the air up top. Right on the button, watch out. A breakaway. Kobe Hamilton at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
And that is what you cannot coach. You can't coach someone how to make that throw.
85 yards. We were just talking about the woes of one Ryan Mallett, and just like that, he turns it on, up and over the top. Hamilton races for his 5th touchdown of the season, 85 yards.
Well, big plays are what cost LSU last week. They were able to come out with the win against Ole Miss, but John Chavis very concerned about the big plays. That one right there, Carnell Hatcher, the safety, just took a bad angle, missed the ball.
Hawker, the extra point is up and good. And this crowd roars to life at War Memorial Stadium. An 85-yard strike. 15th time this season Arkansas has found the end zone 3 plays or less. That one covers 85. Arkansas up on top of LSU, 14-7 here on CBS.
Hey, boss, do we have Aflac?
Yeah, we have something else.
But if you're hurt and miss work, does it pay cash like Aflac does?
Nah.
Or let you spend it any way you want, like for gas and groceries?
Nah.
Or help with everyday bills like Aflac does?
Nah.
There's Aflac, and there's everything else. Visit Aflac.com for an agent or quote.
Fans, AT&T wants to make sure you don't miss out on SEC college football coverage this season. AT&T and CBSSports.com keep you up to speed on the latest college football scores and news. Keep up with all the highlights, scores, and analysis of SEC college football games from CBSSports.com right on your AT&T phone. Standard data rates apply. AT&T is the exclusive wireless partner of the Southeastern Conference, keeping you in the game with all the SEC college football action at home or on the go.
Now 3 plays, 86 yards, 53 seconds off the clock, and Hamilton races 85 for the go-ahead touchdown. Mallett has now, Steve, thrown a touchdown in 24 of 25 games that he's played at Arkansas.
And that is the school record right there, 58. You know, he just continues to improve and impress, and you can see him just blossoming during the course of this season. They don't come along like him very often.
Well, he throws a long ball. That's the 12th time in his career he's tossed a touchdown to 50 yards or more. That one covers 85 as Peterson takes it at the 5. Has room. Watch out. Dangerous at the 25-30. Peterson turns it on at midfield. Makes a cut. Stumbles out of bounds at the 44-yard line. We just got a taste of Patrick Peterson.
Well, big players make big plays. Big-time players make big-time plays. You're going to see there's not a whole lot of fancy stuff going on here. He sets it up perfectly by being patient, wait until the right time to make his break to the outside. He got the angle, and he's got the speed to get to the edge. What a tremendous athlete this guy is, and he's the kind of guy that will step up and make a play when his teammates need him to step up and make a play. And we have an Arkansas player down on the field right now.
D'Anthony Curtis on the special teams is down. You know who saved that touchdown? Tejada, the kicker.
Well, you know, that's what a kicker's supposed to do in that situation. They just don't get a chance. They just don't come through very often when they're in that situation.
A 55-yard return by Peterson.
Craig, I want you to watch right here. You're going to see that's Carnell Hatcher, and all this is right here is just a straight streak route by Kobe Hamilton, and you're going to see how small the window is for Ryan Mallett to get this ball in. Not played badly by Carnell Hatcher. He just took an improper angle against the arm of Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett gets that ball there quickly. Carnell Hatcher, 99 out of 100 quarterbacks, he makes the play on this ball, but that ball got there a split second quicker, and that's why that ball was complete and gone for 85 yards and a touchdown.
Now, the other key, caught it on stride, and as you said, there was a small window, and the window opened and he threw it right through.
It was a spectacular throw. Good to see Arkansas. Happy to see our man back up there.
That's Curtis.
D'Anthony Curtis.
Out of Camden, Arkansas. Limps off.
Well,
special teams, Steve, as you know, you try to make a name where some guy's just born to play on special teams, but it's a dangerous place to be.
Well, you think of the opportunities in this game today that we've had for one of these teams to take control with special teams plays, but you're right. It takes a very unique individual to be able to run down that field carefree, knowing what's coming at you, whether you're pursuing or whether you're trying to block or run with the football. Very, very difficult to get someone to go out of there and not hold back at all.
Peterson's return sets up LSU 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Great tackle. Ridley is upended by Tremaine Thomas. That's textbook.
I'm impressed with Tremaine Thomas, his ability to tackle in the open field right there. Stephen Ridley. Aren't many guys that want to try and tackle him one-on-one in the open field, but the break and the angle that Tremaine Thomas came and the decision to go and be aggressive at him, right on the money every time so far today.
Ridley closing in on 1,000 yards this season. Jefferson, the keeper, upended. Ball's out. Was he down? They're going to whistle that ball down at the 30-yard line. Williams and Nelson, the two outside backers, in on the tackle for Arkansas.
Well, Jericho Nelson's the one that makes the hit. Unfortunately, it's about 10 or 12 yards up the field. Knocks that ball out of there. Good hit by Jericho Nelson. And Jordan Jefferson will pay the price if he keeps taking it up in there like that.
A gain of 13, nearly breaking it, is Ridley. Tackled at the shoe tops at the 22. Williams in on that tackle once again for Arkansas. So LSU methodically moving the football down the field, and it's that hurry-up offense.
Every time they've gone to that quick toss out of that hurry-up offense, it's been a very successful play right there. 8-yard gain for LSU.
Ridley just went over the 1,000-yard mark, the 13th Tiger to do so. He'll get the handoff again, dances. He went right back up the middle and picks up 2. There was nothing there, and he picks up the first down.
Well, what makes Stephen Ridley a special runner and been so successful this year is he's patient. He understands the blocking schemes in front of him. He doesn't get excited and try and rush the play before it's there. He knows where his blockers are coming from. He gets up on their heels and takes what's there, but he's got the ability to bounce it and make more if there's an opportunity.
formation on 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Under center, Jefferson again. Throws a dart, hot slant, caught and dropped is Reuben Randall. You've got to have a good arm to make that play work. Come off the edge, Steve, and then you've got to just put it on a rope.
And I keep mentioning the same thing. He's making decisive decisions, quick and decisive. Ball's out on time and on the money.
On the pitch, Michael Ford pushes. A flag is down on the pile, and they'll stop his progress at the 15-yard line.
And guess who it was coming off the edge with the immediate penetration again? Tremaine Thomas getting in the backfield, causing problems.
Steve Shaw, our referee, had a busy first half.
A lot of discussions going on down there.
Personal foul, face mask, number 58 on the defense. That penalty will be half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's DeMario Ambrose, senior from Mobile, Alabama. Not the time to get a personal foul called as the opponent is marching inside the red zone.
No, especially when you have a good, solid tackle and play and support there from your teammates.
As we take a look now at the Verizon red zone. That ball is placed down at the 6.5-yard line. 1st and goal, LSU down by 7.
And the difference between LSU and Arkansas, LSU barely converting 50% of their red zone opportunities into touchdowns.
Shepard's the slot, movement, flags once again.
Before the snap, false start, number 76 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's Chris Falk, Steve, the redshirt freshman from Slidell, Louisiana.
And that's how you bury yourself. Coach Miles knows those are the kind of plays that really kill you over the course of the game. You got 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal from the 11. That's why you're only converting 50% of your red zone opportunities into touchdowns.
6th flag of this first half. On play action, Jefferson dances, still has room to run, breaks the tackle, skips and nearly slid down. Now he takes a seat at the 11-yard line. Boy, Williams chased him down. How about the footwork of one Jordan Jefferson?
Well, tremendous footwork, but a 1-yard gain. If that. Great job by Arkansas continuing to pursue and put the pressure on him, not let him get set to make a throw, because with all that running around, you got to believe that there was somebody open in the back of the end zone for LSU. He just didn't have a chance to set and make a throw.
Actually, no gain on the play. 2nd down goal as we roll up on 3 minutes to play here in the first half. LSU down a touchdown. Jefferson shotgun. In motion goes Shepard. Little swing pass into the front, and it's caught by Ridley. Somehow, in traffic, works his way inside the 5-yard line. Ridley at 226 pounds. Again, twisting and turning, and a big pickup.
You know what that was, Craig? That was a middle screen. Set up very well. You know, it's tough to get yards down here in the red zone when you're inside that 15-yard line. It's hard to make yards. They picked up about 7 yards on that play. Well-designed, good patience by Ridley, selling it and then following his offensive lineman right up the middle.
You see, both teams just made wholesale changes. They're going goal line defense for Arkansas, goal line front for LSU. Pitch, stutter step, high stepping as Ridley reaches out. Touchdown, LSU. Power and speed. Ridley.
No doubt about it. That play was played extremely well by Arkansas. I thought it was a great call in that situation by Gary Croton to go to the option from a goal line formation, but played well and read well by Freddie Burton, the linebacker, just didn't make the tackle. Ridley's patience is what made that play happen again.
The previous play is under further review.
So they want to review whether or not Ridley found the pylon.
Well, I think the ball definitely crossed the plane of the end zone. I think the question is whether his knee hit the ground before he crossed the plane of the end zone. So you can see he hit the pylon with the ball. It's a matter of when his knee made contact out of bounds. So let's look and see here.
His knees are up. He's in.
I think that's a touchdown.
He's in.
I don't think there's much to look at.
See, you saw how he chopped through that tackle?
You know what it was? We talked about it a minute ago about the patience that he has. A lot of running backs in that situation, when you see pressure, you feel pressure.
Ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But when you feel pressure that quickly on a play, you panic. And you just try to get back and make what you can make. Well, he just said, you know what? I'm under control. Freddie Burton was not under control. He said, I'm going to let him get to the ground. I'm going to step over him and take it to the end zone.
Second rushing touchdown for Ridley. That's 14 now on the season, and the extra point to come by Josh Jasper. And splits the uprights, and we're tied at 14 in Little Rock. 2:20 to play.
What do you know? We got a nail biter.
You gotta love it. College football in late November.
The craving for chocolate is all grown up. Ooh. Jared presents beautiful natural Levion chocolate diamonds and chocolate South Sea pearls. Levion is the only company on earth to make jewelry with chocolate diamonds. Levion, the leading family in jewelry, from ancient royalty to today's red carpet. You will only find these styles at Jared. Levion chocolate diamonds, they're anything but vanilla. That's why he went to Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
They've been tested, built, and driven like no other. And now they're being offered like no other. Come to the winter event and get an exceptional offer on the Mercedes-Benz of your dreams. It's our way of showing a little holiday spirit. But hurry, the offer ends soon.
There's no one else like you. Customize your NFL gear at NFLshop.com.
And coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Tim Brando, Spencer Tillman, Archie Manning, and Gary Danielson will get you caught up on all the scores and highlights around the country, plus the latest BCS breakdown. Oh, so much to talk about. That's all coming up on the Geico Halftime Report. LSU goes 8 plays, Steve, 42 yards, 4.5 off the clock, and Ridley stretches out for a 3-yard touchdown.
No, really good job by LSU to get that ball in the end zone. Talk about how they've been an average team in the red zone. First and goal from the 11, hard to do. Didn't panic, made some good solid plays, and Stephen Ridley smells that goal line.
That's a short kick. Ooh, takes a hop, and a special teams player playing up grabs that ball to the 24. Ross Rasner says, you know what, I'll take it. How about Mallett today?
You know what? Just when you think you got him corralled a little bit, the guy steps up and makes throws. The one thing you look at when you watch him, you never see him rush it. He's always under control, decisive, making the decision, knows where to go with the football. He hasn't thrown one pass today that I believe was a bad decision. And when the guys are open, he gets the ball to them in the right spot where they can catch it and run like that last one.
Davis alongside Mallett. 14 all tie, pressure, and Mallett will take a seat back at the 15-yard line. Kendrick Adams, there he is, number 94, blasts through for the sack.
Well, he just got a big kiss from Kendrick Adams. Right here, you're going to see just pushing straight up the field. There was a little bit of pressure coming from the edges as well. But right there, Kendrick Adams just said, oh, I got my shot at you, big boy.
Adams, 6'5", 255, Enterprise, Alabama. That brings up second down and 16. After the loss of 6, back to the ground goes Arkansas. Davis leading his way. Good run past the 25. And a couple of Tigers on his back. Matthews, the freshman, with the tackle.
Well, that's one of the things, too, as Arkansas takes actually LSU takes a timeout. And get back to that thought.
On the golf course, it's every man for himself.
But off it, we're all in this together.
Whether you're a tournament sponsor,
a fan,
or player, we believe in helping others.
Every year, the PGA Tour and its players, tournaments, volunteers, and sponsors team up to give back to local charities. It's why I play.
It's why I support the PGA Tour.
Because together, anything's possible.
The official online store at NCAA.com is the #1 stop to get NCAA merchandise. With over 100,000 items, you'll find all the college gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So for the best in college gear, head to the official online store at NCAA.com.
Join the most beautiful women in the world, plus a superstar performance by Katy Perry. The Victoria's Secret Fashion Show. New special CBS Tuesday.
Craig Bullerjack, Steve Berline, our CBS crew here in Little Rock can make no doubt who controls this quarter.
Well,
I mean, over 10 minutes, 21 plays for LSU.
You're right, but remember now, you look at that number, it seems very low it is, but last drive, one play went for 85 yards and a touchdown.
They called that timeout. See, they want the ball back here on 3rd and long.
Exactly right, and they probably will get it back if in decent field position if Arkansas doesn't convert here.
Mallett connects, and the pads in a game like this are popping.
That's just good defense.
Matthews
right there.
Matthews played a heck of a first half. And this kid's a freshman.
No doubt, and he's not backing down from anybody. He's been sticking his nose in there the whole first half.
Another timeout, LSU. It's going to be 4th down, call it about 2.5.
Now, if I'm Bobby Petrino, I'm going to call my punt team over, and I'm going to talk to him right now and make sure this is a situation where you can feel pretty confident that LSU is going to come with whatever their block is. I would expect their best block opportunity right here.
Wednesday on Survivor, crushing cold, extreme challenges. Could these conditions cause 2 castaways to call it quits? Don't miss a stunning tribal council on an all-new Survivor. That's Wednesday, only here on CBS. Here's Bobby Petrino, 3rd year, 22 wins along the way. He was head coach at Louisville. He took a stop with the Falcons for a year and then found his way back to college football. So Arkansas will punt, Breeding inside his own 20-yard line. And Peterson, who just returned the last punt, 55, or the kick 55 yards, to set up that last touchdown. Fair catch at the 30.
And LSU deciding not to go for the block. They wanted to play for the return.
And a 38-yard punt, no return, and back to the field comes Jordan Jefferson. 29 yards passing, 1 of 4, Steve, in the first. Everybody settled down. Really, both teams were hyped for this game. Second quarter, Jefferson, you can't do much better. 8 of 9 for 101 yards.
And again, the reason there, I think that Jordan Jefferson may have gotten his focus. Les Miles, Gary Croton took him out, set him down for a series. Jarrett Lee going out there. He came back out highly motivated to stay on the football field.
At the 30-yard line with 1:18 to play first half. Jefferson tucks and pulls it down and no gain. He'll be dropped at the line of scrimmage. So LSU has 1 timeout remaining. Arkansas with 3.
And we saw it come with pressure on first down.
Shotgun, dancing, throwing, and that ball's incomplete off the hand of Russell Shepard. And Jefferson was hurried. Isaac Madsen.
Well, and that time, Arkansas went the exact opposite of what they did on first down, where they came with pressure. That time they rushed 3 and were still able to get pressure on Jordan Jefferson. You know, this is why I would have thought it would have been a good decision to go for the block, because Jordan Jefferson is playing very well, but to me, his strength is not running a 2-minute offense, driving the ball down the field. I think you want to try and get it on the short field.
3 wide receivers set near side. There's a fumble off the snap. That ball is down on the ground. Arkansas is pointing it. Yes, Razorback football at the 20-yard line. 3 timeouts with 50 seconds to play.
Well, that is a complete mistake by the center. You can see Jordan Jefferson's walking up to the front to say something, and the ball is snapped by P.J. Lonergan. That's what crowd noise does to you. It was loud on that third down play. P.J. Lonergan thought he heard something that told him to snap the football, and that is not what Jordan Jefferson was expecting.
Freddie Burton, the senior, jumps on that loose football. How about this? Arkansas, you look like LSU may just play out the corner, punt it away, get to halftime, tied at 14. Now Arkansas at the 21-yard line, up by at the 14-all tie with 3 timeouts, up over the top. Oh, it's picked off. Claiborne, the left corner, with his 5th interception. There was contact in the end zone. No flag, and Claiborne went up and grabbed it.
Well, you know, Craig, in college football, they let him get away with a little bit more of that contact up the field. I think this was just a great play by Morris Claiborne, though. I mean, a bad decision by Ryan Mallett. I understand what he's doing, but you got very good coverage. You had no pressure. You knew that Jarius Wright was covered pretty well by Morris Claiborne, who's a 6-foot corner, a pretty tall corner out there. Ryan Mallett knows, you know what, maybe that wasn't the right time to take a shot.
Steve, you had 50 seconds and 3 timeouts at your disposal, and you try to rush it to the end zone. LSU comes right back at the ball. Ridley breaks the tackle and pushes the pile near the 40-yard line. Jermaine Thomas made the initial hit.
One more timeout for LSU. LSU thinking they have time now to get it done.
Well, they moved the chains, and it's going to be a hurry-up offense. They set them down at the 40-yard line. Clock now running with 35 seconds to play in this half.
Pressure coming.
Hand off Michael Ford, the ball carrier, after a pickup of 4. Clock running, 24 ticks. Can you get a chance for Jasper?
You know, they let about 8 or 10 seconds run off the clock before taking a timeout. I was thinking they should have taken a timeout immediately after that last play. The running play didn't get what they wanted out of it. Instead, you let 8 or 10 seconds run off the clock.
And you got an Arkansas Razorback slow to come up off the ground at the 45-yard line. You saw there where you like to get the ball around the 35. The longest kick for Jasper this season, 53. He's missed today from 43.
Well, and he is truly one of the very best kickers in the country. Senior, up for the Lou Groza Award. He's a semifinalist, which determines or names the top kicker in the country. But that 43-yard miss, I'm sure, is on his mind. But he's shown over years that he's got the ability to put it behind him, I'm sure.
Well, he hit that 41-yard field goal, remember, last year in overtime?
Yes, sir.
To win against Arkansas. And Freddie Burton, who just recovered that fumble, now walks off the field after being shaken.
Well, Arkansas does not like Josh Jasper. He hit the 41-yarder to send it to overtime last year and the 36-yarder to beat him in overtime. But now, you know, you think about that last play. You let 8 or 10 seconds go off the clock before you call timeout. That's one play. You know, one more play, you have a chance to move it into field goal range.
Second down and 6. 25 seconds to play in the half. Jefferson claps his hand. Here comes the snap. 3-step drop, pressure. Down he goes. He tried to shovel that pass off to Shepard, but Tenarius Wright bringing heat off the side.
Yeah, Tenarius Wright coming off the edge. That's his 6th sack of the year. He had the big sack to end the game last week on Chris Ralph for Mississippi State. Final play of the game right there, coming off the edge. Just too quick for Joseph Barksdale, number 78. Beat him on the speed rush.
Third down and 6. Jefferson steps up in the pocket, throws a dart, one bounce incomplete. And he was looking for James Wright. Redshirt freshman from Belle Chase, Louisiana. Just 1 catch on the season. They've got a lot of young, talented wide receivers, and they all have height. I mean, Tolliver's the senior at 6'5", but Wright's 6'2", Ruben Randall's 6'4".
Well, and I'll tell you right now, Craig, not to interrupt, but I'm 100% sure in this situation there's no reason why Arkansas would not go for a block here. I know it's a punt-safe area where you're worried about a fake possibly, but if I'm Arkansas, I go for the block here.
Now they set up the punt. Jericho Nelson lets that ball fly into the corner and touchback. That ball went into the end zone. And so one play, one knee, and we're headed to halftime. Next Saturday, CBS Sports begins its 30th road to the Final Four with the two winningest teams in basketball history. Kentucky, North Carolina clash in the season premiere of NCAA basketball here on CBS.
6 seconds.
And that's what the crowd was upset about. The game clock had gone down from 6.3 to 3.3. They're going to go back and you're welcome, and put it down at 6 seconds. So Arkansas with the ball at the 20-yard line.
Either way, you're going to see Ryan Mount take a knee, I'm sure, here. Now, listen, I said 100% sure there was going to be a block on that last play, too, and I mean, look at this. They're going to let Ryan Mallett, he's going to take a shotgun snap. They're going to put one up.
Mallett in the pocket. Throws it up over the top. Right on the button. Watch out. It's a breakaway. Kobe Hamilton. 10-5. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Steve Berline, you have to see it to believe it.
That is almost more surprising than what happened last night in the Boise State game in the Hail Mary. I'm not going to predict anything anymore.
Claiborne is down at midfield, but who would have thought with 6 seconds to play that Mallett would go up top and watch Kobe Hamilton right here. The two defenders collide and he is gone.
That was Carnell Hatcher and Morris Claiborne running into each other, took each other out of the play, and that gave Kobe Hamilton the opportunity to make the catch, and then all that was left was Patrick Peterson to try and make a tackle, and Kobe Hamilton had a couple blockers out in front of him.
Second touchdown reception of the day for Hamilton. The first one 85, this one covered 80. Yeah, Claiborne is still down. You heard the collision.
You're going to see it again right here, Craig. These two guys trying to make a play on the football, and you see both of them trying to make the play, and that was Carnell Hatcher that just totally caught Morris Claiborne by surprise.
And good to see Claiborne up. The sophomore had 8 stops last week in that wild game against Ole Miss.
And you know, Eric Reed actually had a chance, I thought, looking at that last replay, to come in and maybe make the tackle. I don't think he expected Kobe Hamilton to cut back in front of him, but I think he could have, with a little bit more effort, made a tackle on that play.
Arkansas, the extra point. What a half. What a half in Little Rock. Who would have thought? 6 seconds to play. Mallett dials up deep, takes it right over the top, and Kobe Hamilton rumbles 80 yards to put Arkansas on top of 5th-ranked LSU 21-14. Mallett with his 29th touchdown toss of the year.
Mallett says 6.2 seconds, plenty of time.
That ends a wild first half. 21-14 Arkansas. We take you now to Tim Brando in our New York studio. Tim.
All right. And by Geico.
We, however, engrave ours in stone. University of Arkansas, the U of A.
Well, big play after big play here in the first half in Little Rock, Arkansas. 12th ranked Razorbacks on top of 5th ranked LSU by a touchdown. Craig Bullerjank, Steve Berline. Let's get right to it. What was your thought about the defense played by LSU on that last play of the half?
Well, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I'm sitting here looking. There's no way they're going to have a chance to make a play. Look at the depth of the safeties right here. You're going to have Carnell Hatcher and Morris Claiborne are the two safeties. They are not in a true prevent defense. They're not deep enough. They're not in a 3-deep look. But for whatever reason, they did what they did. And now you're going to see at the top right there is Carnell Hatcher. He's in position to make the play, but he has got, if he decides to make a break on the ball, which he does, he's got to make that play. I feel like he should have gone deeper and kept the ball in front of him, make the tackle. The half is over. You don't gamble in a situation like that, because when you do, once in a while, you're going to get burned. It can't happen.
You look at the first half stats, rushing yards, you put a check mark to LSU. Passing yards, it's all about Arkansas. 246 yards through the air. Malik got 2 touchdowns, 85 and 80 yards along the way. Penalties, well, it did hurt LSU. 6 flags for 45 yards, just 2 against Arkansas in the first half of play. Remember that LSU will have the ball here to start the second half. Arkansas won the toss and chose to receive to start this game. The Razorbacks are 8-1 this season when they lead at halftime. Their lone loss was to Alabama.
Well, the other thing that Arkansas has done very well, Craig, is in the last 4 games, they've allowed no points in the third quarter. 0.
Good kick. Peterson 1 yard deep. Peterson has a seam. Up he goes at the 30. Peterson at the 40. Peterson at the 50. And is chased out of bounds at the 45-yard line by Tejada once again. I'll tell you, that kicker has saved a couple of big plays today. 54 yards on the return. Electrifying return.
Well, I can't understand why anybody would keep kicking the ball to this guy. You know, first off, the blocking is tremendous, but Patrick Peterson, if he gets a seam, he is going to hurt you, period.
LSU fine field position, down a touchdown as we start the third quarter. Ooh, baby, Ridley upended, took it right on the thigh pads. Jericho Nelson, hello, how are you?
Jericho Nelson on the stop.
Well, and you can see the first half possession for LSU. A little bit of a slow start. They had the missed field goal by Josh Jasper, but then Jordan Jefferson got it going on that 6-play, 75-yard drive for a touchdown and came back again with another touchdown. We're not hurt by the fumble because they got the interception back from Ryan Mallett. But a pretty solid first half by Jordan Jefferson in general. He's got to make some plays the second half as well.
And from the eye, second down at 10. Play action, corner pressure, and Jefferson cannot escape. Coming off the edge, DeMario Ambrose. Mobile, Alabama comes up with the sack.
There's Ambrose right there on the edge. Comes just right around the corner. Beats Chris Falk, the redshirt freshman. Jordan Jefferson did not feel it coming at all. You'd like to think that he could possibly sense that pressure coming from the edge, but it just didn't happen.
So that guy's quick as a cat. Goes 6'5", 270, and came off the edge to sack Jefferson. Third down and long. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Jefferson in the pocket again. Flushed, has room to run at the 50, 45, 40, and finds his way to the 36. Very close to a first down.
It looks like where they're spotting it, Craig, it's just short of the first down.
DeKenta Jones in on the tackle.
We're talking about a football short at the most, I think, the way it looks from up here.
Officials are going to bring the chain gang out. See if it can't get over the arm of Jefferson, and when he has to, he can turn it on. The wheels on this kid are amazing. 6'5", 225 pounds, and has some moves like the tailback.
Oh yeah, when he gets that motor going, when he gets those wheels spinning, he is a hard man to bring down. He can accelerate quick and make you look pretty bad.
Going to be about at nose. You're right, good eyes.
About half a football.
5 or 6 chain links. Now what do you do? Fourth down, you're down a touchdown. Les Miles, will he put on the Mad Hatter?
No, they're going for it this time. They're going for it. I don't think you'll see a whole lot of trickery in this situation. I think with Stephen Ridley, I think they're going to try and pound it up in there and get that yardage. You may see Jordan Jefferson on the quarterback sneak as well.
Well, this team, LSU, is second best in the nation in fourth down conversions, 10 of 11 this season. Florida State has gone 5 of 5. LSU 10 of 11. Fourth and inches at the Arkansas 36-yard line.
Sneak.
It is a sneak. And Jefferson pushes that big body past the 35-yard line. And they'll move the chains. First down, LSU.
Well, you can see by how tight Stephen Ridley was lined up in the backfield that it wasn't going to be a running play to him. He was going to try and get up in there and push. You can see right there in the back, he's pushing Jordan Jefferson from behind to try to give him the impetus to get across that 35-yard line.
Well, the nose just on it. So Ridley pushes the pile. And LSU with fresh downs. I formation. Second man through. Ridley to the 33 and Jericho Nelson. What a game he's had.
He has been very active on defense, and that time right there, Arkansas came up with about 9 people in the box to try and stop the run.
LSU quickly to get to the line. Quick pitch, pushing the pile. Ridley to the 29-yard line. That time, Terrell Williams and a host of Razorbacks in on the tackle.
Yeah, not a whole lot of trickery on this drive by LSU. We're seeing Stephen Ridley right, Stephen Ridley left. Now you got a 3rd and 5 situation.
Dude, I get the feeling Gary Crowton, the offensive coordinator, along with Les Miles, they want to make a statement on this drive. They want to punch Arkansas in the mouth a little bit, don't you think?
Well, I think they've been trying to, and they've been doing a good job now. 3rd and 5. You still have the run threat, but I would expect him to throw it here.
Clement, the tight end, goes in motion. Quarterback Keat, nothing. Arkansas stays at home. Franklin, the middle linebacker, with the tackle. That brings up 4th, and let's call it 4. Clock runs up on 11 minutes of play in the 3rd quarter.
This is about, if they decide to go for the field goal, it's about a 46-yarder. Josh Jasper out there getting set for it.
This will be from 46. He's missed from 43. What do you think?
Well, you never know.
Trickery?
Les Miles. You never know, but I think they're going to kick it.
Josh Jasper, good hold. Kick is away. Got it from 46. 46-yard field goal. LSU takes advantage of the big return by Peterson. 21-17.
Look, everybody wants the same things in a pickup. Okay, you don't need a bunch of donut eaters at a focus group to tell you that. But only the engineers at Ford seem to get it. Because they cranked out an all-new line of engines for the 2011 F-150 to give you the most torque, most towing, most horsepower, most payload, and you won't be put in a chokehold every time you fill up. Because you can also get the best fuel economy. Chew on that. This is the future. This is the new F-150.
John Hancock, the future is yours. Visit findtheanswers.com.
A bit different from the pond, huh?
Is this the new way to experience your favorite things? Play 2 media sharing on the new LG Quantum with Windows Phone 7. Is it a smartphone or something better?
After a highly publicized separation,
I wish those fans the best of luck.
The Cavalier faithful greet LeBron in his much-anticipated return to Cleveland.
It's on.
Watch the drama unfold on TNT.
Well, tomorrow the NFL on CBS wraps up the holiday with regional games featuring the Jags taking on the Giants, the Titans, and the Texans, or the Dolphins at the Raiders. Check your local listings beginning with the NFL Today. JB and the boys will be there. More people watch the NFL on CBS than any other network. 8 plays, 17 yards, 4:21 off the clock, and Jasper boots it officially 46 yards. Cuts Arkansas's lead to 4, 21-17. When you get 3, Steve, off of the Peterson return, and you wake up Arkansas a little bit.
Well, you know, that's a positive. You of course want the 7, but the 3 is a good positive start to the second half. That's the first point scored against Arkansas's defense in the third quarter in the last 4+ games. So
good kick, penalty back, Lance Ray, 3-yard line. Ray takes it up the middle, pass pop, no, about the 18-yard line. That's where Arkansas will take over. Ron Brooks makes a special teams tackle. Time now for the Aflac trivia question. The Razorbacks have been playing football since 1894. Only 3 coaches have taken the Razorbacks, Steve, to 6 consecutive bowls. And who are they?
Man, I should know some of them. I know Lou Holtz has got to be one of them.
We'll reveal the answer a little bit later.
Frank Broyles, for sure, right? He was here for a long time. I figured 6 consecutive.
On 1st and 10, Mallett throws across the middle, a little bit strong. Jarius Wright through his hands at the 25-yard line, stops the clock with 10.5 to play. Mallett, big first half. He's averaged, Steve, nearly 300 yards a game. As we mentioned, that leads the SEC in passing yards. But when you get 2 big plays, one of 85 and another of 80, it's easy to build on a 300-yard game.
Yeah, 165 yards on 2 plays will jump your numbers up real quick.
246 thus far from Mallett. Stretching is Davis. And drops at the 25-yard line. We go to Tim Brando for a Heisman Watch presented by Nissan. Tim.
Okay, fellas, TCU quarterback Andy Dalton had all those open receivers. In fact, he threw 3 touchdown passes before leaving midway through the second quarter. Got hurt right here, has not returned. It looked to be an elbow problem. He's back on the sidelines, but has not played as yet. Andrew Luck will lead his Cardinal to perhaps a school record 11th win against Oregon State tonight. And we expect Justin Blackman, the nation's leading receiver, to play for Okie State tonight in the Bedlam Series against Oklahoma.
All right, Tim, we'll keep an eye on the Heisman Watch. I don't know if anyone can outdistance Mr. Cam Newton. Ball is pitched out of there under pressure. They're going to mark Mallett down at the 21-yard line. Now, what happens, Stephen? You've been in this situation.
Well,
you got to do something, right?
You got to do something, but you don't do what Ryan Mallett did right here. This is not a good decision by him, almost making a bad play worse. You throw that ball up for grabs that could have very easily been picked off by Ron Brooks, number 13. I think he was surprised by the ball coming at him at that point. It went right through his hands. You see him right there. Fortunately, Ryan Mallett was down, but that was not a good decision.
Nevis brought the heat. Peterson should, there's a drop snap, and LSU comes strong, and the Tigers will be inside the Razorback 10-yard line, down by 4. And it's the little things.
And Dylan Breeding has no one to blame but himself. This was a perfect snap. All you got to do is catch it and put your foot on it. But no, that's I'll tell you, Craig, that is one way to really get your head coach a little bit ticked off at you. All your job is to catch the ball. If it's a bad snap, we can understand it, but it's a good snap. You got to make that play.
Well, Arkansas just dished up a big opportunity for LSU. They're at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal, with 10 minutes and change to play in this third quarter. LSU just hit a field goal. Jefferson back to work, throws it, pitch and catch to Ridley, who reaches out to the 3-yard line. Ridley had a touchdown, 2 in fact in the second quarter. 1 of 5 yards, the other 3 for LSU. Now 2nd down and goal for LSU.
Yeah, and this could not have played out any better for LSU. You know, Arkansas, if you give up a turnover, it's a forced turnover by a good play by the other team. Well, you know what? That's going to happen once in a while, but you don't count on a ball being dropped by your punter back there, giving the opponent a 10-yard field to work with.
We've got just 8.5 minutes to play in the third. Pitch, Ridley. in a pile, no gain. That brings up 3rd down and goal.
Well, I'm impressed with Arkansas's mentality out there right now. It seems as though that defense is rising to the occasion. 1st and 2nd down, really creating penetration. You got a man down. It might be defensive tackle Zach Stather on the ground. And we'll see Stather. He's coming in from the top of your screen right there, ready to make the first hit.
You see that knee right on the face mask. That's that goal line prevent defense.
Yep, a heck of a play by Zach Stather on that one right there. Good penetration. Made the play in the backfield, but hopefully he'll be okay coming out of it.
Now a timeout, and we'll step aside. 8:09 to play here in the 3rd in Little Rock. 21-17 Razorbacks.
Even in the most uncertain times, there are some things we know for sure. There will still be weddings, still be babies, and still be bright futures. That's why New York Life has been helping families plan for the expected and unexpected for 165 years. Backed by the highest ratings for financial strength, we're safe and secure, so you can be too. Give your family the gift of a secure financial future. New York Life, the company you keep.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the much-anticipated matchup between the Eagles and the Bulldogs.
Hold on. I'm not quite sure what we're seeing right now, but cows are parachuting onto the field. I cannot believe what I'm watching.
2 cows landing on the field. There's a 3rd headed into the stands.
It's actually headed right towards a burger. Look out! Oh, my.
That's going on the highlight reel.
In the number 3 Wrangler Chevrolet, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I'm a Wrangler guy. Always have been, always will be.
Wrangler Jeans Company. Great fits, unbeatable comfort.
Gotta say, nothing beats Wrangler comfort. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
John, your car's here.
Go get him, Tiger.
When you're hitting the road for business,
Good luck.
Enterprise will pick you up and get you on the road to success. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by AT&T, Enterprise, Chick-fil-A, and by TIAA Crep. The lights are on in Little Rock, and our aerial coverage of the SEC on CBS Sports is provided by MetLife. Showing us some great pictures this afternoon as night falls in Little Rock. Just a moment ago, Zach Statler, he was shaken, and it was good to see him get off the field. But they took him, Steve, moments ago, right to the Arkansas locker room.
Yep, always better to be safe rather than sorry, but good to see him jogging off the field.
There's that last play. He stuffs the hole, but he took a knee right across the face mask. And he's in the locker room. This is a big play on 3rd down and goal after the fumble at the 9-yard line. Jefferson under center. Double tight set. They load up the right side. Jefferson steps, throws, corner pass, jumping, incomplete. D'Angelo Peterson, the intended receiver, and Tremaine Thomas. They went man coverage, trying to get Peterson to get the jump ball.
Well, I think Jordan Jefferson wanted to probably put this ball up a little bit higher, where D'Angelo Peterson would have been the only one to have a chance to get a hand on that. He had the size advantage on the outside, but I'll tell you, I think the most valuable player for this Arkansas defense today thus far has been Tremaine Thomas. He has been their go-to guy when they need a play to be made. He's been very, very consistent.
I'll give a vote to Jericho Nelson. Those two have really done a job. 20-yard attempt officially now, as the kick is a chip shot off the foot of Jasper. So you get 3 off the fumbled punt, and it's a 21-20 ball game. Arkansas on top of LSU.
Who wakes up early on the weekend? The doers, the list checker offers, the Christmas morning rainmakers. We can make it a weekend of trading up, piling high, and saving even more. Doors open bright and early. See you there. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of Christmas morning. Get a Maytag washer or dryer for, you ready for this? $249. That's $300 off the pair.
What will you become? Become a local superhero. Become a kid again. Become your parents and become okay with that. Become your obsession. Better with age. Become that moment of discovery. TIAA-CREF can help you become just what you imagined. Together, we'll create a financial plan for your future. Become your future you with us.
At Planners, we know how to throw a remarkable holiday party. Just serve classy snacks and be a gracious host, no matter who shows up. Richard, didn't think you were going to make it.
Hey, sorry about last week. I don't know what got into me.
Yeah, well, forgive and forget. Kind of.
I don't think so.
Do you like nuts?
Sam Elliott and John Corbett star in a world premiere movie that will touch your heart and leave you smiling. Hallmark Hall of Fame's November Christmas, Sunday, only CBS.
Well, the last three meetings have all gone down to the wire. Let's go back to 2007. Latero Richardson intercepted a two-point conversion pass in the third overtime. Arkansas shocking LSU 50-48. In 08, Casey Dick's fourth down pass to London Crawford with 22 seconds left. Razorbacks 31-30. And then last year, Arkansas, Tejeda missing wide right in overtime, giving LSU 33-30 win. How about that? That's the way it goes down between LSU and Arkansas. 4 plays, 6 yards, and Jasper boots a 20-yarder.
And I'll tell you what, though, that's a success for Arkansas. You give LSU that kind of field position on a muffed punt snap by your punter at the 10-yard line, and you hold them to a field goal. That's a great job by the Arkansas defense rising to the occasion. LSU has had good field position 2 times, and they've only cashed in with 2 field goals.
But how often can Arkansas try to hold or put the finger in the dam, huh?
Well, how often can they do it? You're exactly right. If you keep putting them in that bad situation, you can't expect them to keep rising. But so far, they've been able to hold up.
Lance Ray, 5-yard line. Dances, shifts his way at the 25 and is taken down. Well, this is kind of the year of the close calls. If you're an LSU fan, you know, you start with North Carolina, you win by 6. Tennessee, we were there. A bizarre ending to that game against the Vols. At Florida, you rally 33-29. At Auburn, Bama, Ole Miss last week. It's living on the edge.
Yeah, all 6 of those games decided by 7 points or less. And 3 of them, they had to score in the last minute of the game to win the ball game. Living right. That's all you can say about it.
Mallett under center with a 1-point lead. And the Razorbacks on the ground to Davis. He is knocked down, spun around at the 38-yard line. Stuman making a nice block. And we go back to New York for the John Hancock update. And here's Tim.
All right, Craig, fear the turtle. Here comes Maryland. Danny O'Brien is going to hit Torrey Smith a 10-yard touchdown strike. This gives them a 24-14 lead over NC State. Now remember, Florida State would reach the ACC title game if the Terps, who have scored 24 unanswered, go on to win. Back to you.
24 unanswered.
I love it. Fear the turtle.
Fear the turtle. Well, we got the Affleck trivia question, and we've got the answer. Let's go back and tell you the Razorbacks have been playing football since 1894. Only 3 coaches have taken Arkansas to 6 consecutive bowls. Steve Berline, who were they?
Well, I say Broyles and Holtz, and I don't know number 3. I mean,
Houston Nutt.
Oh, my goodness, look at
and
that.
Ken Hatfield.
So now just for everybody to make sure we are not giving the answers, I just embarrassed myself again.
Mallet on a rope, throws far sideline. That ball traveled a long distance to Jarius Wright. That's a first down at the 50-yard line. Of course, Houston Nutt has gone on to try to rebuild Ole Miss And Steve Berline, you know all about Lou Holtz, your former head coach at Notre Dame.
I know all about that gentleman right there, Lou Holtz. His most common line, Berline, you're killing us, son. What are you doing?
Oh, sweet Lou. Mallett steps up, steps back on a first down at the 50-yard line. Good protection all day. Over the top. Picked! Eric Reed, the freshman, is off and running and steps out of bounds at the 50-yard line. His first interception as an LSU Tiger. Sometimes too much protection's not a good thing.
Well, there's no excuse for that from Ryan Mallett, quarterback of his caliber. He knows it. Look at the time he has in the pocket. When you see this, he had all day, but it was late and over the middle, and you just can't do that. If it's not there, you cannot try and force it in there.
This is the iPhone 4. Its lithium polymer battery lets you work longer, play longer, laugh longer, listen longer, shoot, edit, share, update, download, read, write, and even FaceTime longer, all on the world's thinnest smartphone, the iPhone 4.
Here's a little good news. If you want decent mileage in a pickup, you don't have to order your engine off the kiddie menu anymore. Say hello to variable cam timing, direct injection, and piston cooling jets. Yeah, the engineers at Ford have been busy. They got count them, four all-new truck engines for the 2011 F-150 to give you the most power, the most towing, and the best fuel economy. Now that's tasty. This is the future. This is the new F-150.
What is the new Sonic Good? It's our new foot-long quarter-pound coney. A plumper, juicier, longer hot dog topped with warm chili and shredded cheese. Drive in today and get any foot-long quarter-pound coney and tots for $3.99. Like our new Tex-Mex foot-long quarter-pound coney, topped with Fritos corn chips, jalapenos, onions, and a zesty chipotle sauce. It's not just a hot dog. It's a plumper, juicier foot-long quarter-pound coney, piled high with intense flavor and delivered with a smile. It's new. It's better. It's the new Sonic Good.
Spider-Man is Broadway's biggest spectacle in years, with music by Bono and dizzying special effects. How do you get a sneak preview? Only on 60 Minutes, Sunday.
Time now for our Home Depot Tools for Success.
Well, from LSU's perspective, if you're looking for a tool for success, take advantage of the mistakes made by Ryan Mallett. He doesn't make very many of them, but just saw the second interception of the day for him. He's thrown 11 on the season against 29 touchdown passes. Today, those two interceptions been costly. Gives LSU good field position right there and gave away pretty good bet for some points at the end of the first half as well.
If you talk about LSU's defense, how about this? Very impressive that 15 different players now have either forced a fumble or came up with a turnover. That's spreading the wealth.
That is. That's a lot of guys stepping up making plays. Exactly right.
Tolliver and Randall line up bottom of your screen.
Jarrett Lee at quarterback again.
We'll get his second call of the day. Ridley is pulled down at the 49-yard line. Now, Gary Croton told us he likes to change the momentum. He'll go with Jefferson. He thought he'd play Lee. Well, he did in the first half for one series. Now he comes back here late in the third as the clock is running under 6 minutes.
Well, and I think the timing of both of them, this is the third series for LSU. In the second half, it was the third series. Jordan Jefferson, and now
it's one playing out.
Yep.
So Jefferson returns. 5.5 to play. Second down, 9. Shotgun. Quick throw, far side. Terrence Tolliver. And Tremaine Thomas, Steve, if you don't make that tackle, Tolliver picks up a big gain or he's gone.
This is a good job right here. Watch, you're going to see right here, the corner blitz coming. Jordan Jefferson makes the adjustment. He sees it. He's under control. He makes a good quick throw out there to take advantage. You get a good solid 5-yard gain to put yourself in a better third down situation. And a very good tackle on the outside, like you said.
Yes.
One-on-one, you'll take that matchup from an offensive perspective every single time.
Now the officials have come to the sideline. That is our referee, Steve Shaw. I don't know if it's another. They had a clock issue in the first half.
Yeah.
And the clock sets with 5:21 to play.
The play clock is not operating. We will keep the play clock on the field.
I'm watching the play clock, Steve, as Steve Shaw made that announcement. They're trying to reset it, and it jumps back to 20, then down to 8, back to 30.
Yeah.
Now it's at 40.
Both of these offenses are pretty efficient in and out of the huddle. You don't think it'd be that much of an issue, at least not the way the game is going to this point.
Well, LSU exclusively, I mean, it's been a very much a hurry-up offense throughout.
Exactly right. They've not been taking their time. They've been up-tempo.
3rd down and 5. Crowd getting noisy in Little Rock. It's a 21-20 Razorback lead over 5th-ranked LSU. Jefferson shotgun. Pressure out of the pocket. Chase from behind and taken down.
Well, that's a great tackle. Great tackle. You got a very elusive quarterback in there. And that was Tenarius Wright again making the tackle. Another sack for him. Think about how difficult it would be, Craig, to try and figure out where this guy's going to make a tackle. He's going in, he's going out. He's very, very elusive. Tenarius Wright, just relentless in his pursuit. Comes up with his 2nd sack of the day, his 7th of the season.
Derek Helton will punt. Inside his own 40-yard line. Jericho Nelson awaits. Good punt. Turns it over to the corner and bounces into the end zone. Well, actually, Jasper booted that punt. And it'll be a 20-yard line start for Arkansas. December 11th, the Home Depot College Football on CBS brings you one of the most colorful rivalries in all of sports. It's all grit, it's all guts, and it is all glory. The Army-Navy game presented by USAA. The pageantry begins with TIAA Crep College Football today. It's been a banner year, Steve Erline, for the service academies. All 3 have been bowl eligible for the first time since 1996. Air Force, Army, and Navy. And if they all 3 go, history, first time ever.
First time ever. And you know, having been a part of the rivalry with all those academies when I played at Notre Dame, I tell you what, these guys deserve it. They play good football. It means a lot to them. They do it the right way. Good to see them all having success.
See, the easiest part of their day, 2 hours of football practice. 2 hours of football. Arkansas back in the attack. Nice run as Davis spins out of a tackle to the 26. We go back to New York for an update. Here's Tim.
You know, fellas, Wisconsin scored 70-plus points 3 times this year. This is Evan Watkins being picked off by Aaron Henry. He's going to take it back 50 yards. The Badgers are leading 70-23. Remember, they're ranked behind LSU in the BCS standings with 1 loss and are looking to secure the Rose Bowl and BCS Bowl bid. Back to you.
Hey, Tim, do you smell roses in New York? We smell them here a little bit in Little Rock. How about 70 points still with most of the 4th quarter to play. Double tight set. Pushing the pile. Just love watching this kid. Now Davis.
In the carry.
Got great speed. Benches 380 pounds. As we look around the SEC West, Steve Erline, I tell you, that's some tough football in the SEC West with Auburn, LSU, Arkansas, Bama, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and I didn't think Auburn down 24 in Tuscaloosa, but you know what? They found a way.
And I tell you, they got that touchdown right before the half, and when Cam Newton came up with a big play to start the 3rd quarter, they got it. I mean, you knew they were back in the ball game.
Going for the big play is Mallett, and he overthrows Kobe Hamilton. They've already teamed up not once but twice today on big play touchdowns. As we look at the East in the SEC, South Carolina on top will play Auburn for the SEC championship. Florida, Georgia, Tennessee making a run late. They're 6-6, so you know what? They're out there looking for a bowl bid. And Kentucky and Vanderbilt. Handoff. Not much. Don't forget, we'll have that SEC title game here on CBS, brought to you by Dr. Pepper, Auburn with South Carolina, the old ball coach. What's he got up his sleeve?
He's going to have something. You know that. You give him that kind of time. And again, we mentioned earlier, he's been in that big game before. Won the big game many times. And there's not a stage too big for him. He'll soak up every minute of it.
Third down, 11. 5 wide receivers spread out for Arkansas, and now Mallett walks to the sideline. A timeout. Hogs.
Every thrilling moment is ready for you. Welcome to the SEC Digital Network. Content delivery that defines innovation, social connectivity, and instant access to your SEC. The SEC Digital Network.
To every tournament, every sponsor, every partner, every volunteer, and every fan, we tip our hats to say thank you for helping the PGA Tour make a difference in communities across America. To learn more, visit pgatour.com/together.
Join superstars Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Miranda Lambert with host and performer LL Cool J. The Grammy Nominations Concert Live, CBS Wednesday.
Hey, Santa's in the house, and Tuesday on CBS, gather the family. It's time to celebrate with everyone's favorite holiday classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's Tuesday, and it's only on CBS. I thought you may break out in song, Steve Berline.
I'm not going to miss it again. I've seen it every year since I was about 5 years old, probably.
Never too old. Look at the total yards there. You see LSU 203 since in that first quarter. It's a 21-20 ball game. 2:32 to play. Mallett looking at third down and 11. Takes the snap, two-step drop. Good protection, throws underneath. And moving the chains, Arkansas. You can tell by the roar as Joe Adams came underneath, makes the reception, and fresh downs for the Razorbacks.
And I'm going to tell you who it was responsible for the last 4 or 5 yards on that play. Watch number 7, Niall Davis, the running back, come back and make the block on the outside for Joe Adams. Right there, you see him coming in. He's got a good shot at Kelvin Shepherd. Boom. Pops, takes out 2 guys. That gets a couple of extra yards for Joe Adams.
First and 10. Big hole, Davis. Can't get outside, but leans forward for an extra 3 yards. What was a 4 or 5 yard gain turns out to be 8, and a good block by the fullback, Van Stuman.
You know, one of the things that makes this guy so good, and he's only a sophomore now, Bobby Petrino said the thing that he's doing different now is he's hitting his tracks. That means he knows exactly where that ball is supposed to go. He feels the blocking very well, hits the soft spot. The play is designed to hit, and he's going to find a way to get exactly what he's supposed to get and then some.
And a totally different running back since Dennis Johnson went out in week 2. Took it upon himself as Broderick Green comes in to give Davis a rest. You know, we told you about the story, him actually calling or texting Garrett McGee, the offensive coordinator. Niall Davis was unhappy with the way he practiced on a Tuesday. How about that? How many football players text their old coordinator and say, I'll do better? That just shows you the dedication this kid's had and how much responsibility he's taken since that injury to Johnson.
Yeah, he's just one of those kids. I think he just gets it, you know, and we're going to get a measurement here for the first down. Looked to me like Arkansas got it, but Niall Davis, one of those kids that just gets it and understands how every day is an opportunity to get better. There's a first down. Day to get better, or you're either going to get better or you're going to get worse. And he wants to get better every day. He takes it personal, and it shows up in the way he plays.
Ronnie Wingo, junior, number 20. They can go 3 deep in the running back position with Davis and Green and Wingo. Wingo's got great hands. He's mostly a third down back. He's on the field. 1st and 10 at the LSU 47-yard line. Mallett rolls out of the pocket. Pressured. Stopped up and then falls forward to the 43. Greg Nevis was coming in with pressure. He's been pressuring. He's been in that backfield a lot today, pushing Mallett around.
Watch right here. DJ Williams is going to come across the field all the way. This was designed to be a throwback to DJ Williams. And actually, there he's coming from the inside. I apologize. He came from the tight end position. You see him standing up over here on the top of the screen. He was well defended by the LSU defense. They didn't bite on him.
Wingo dives into the pile to the 39-yard line. 17 seconds on the third quarter clock. And we're winding down the quarter here in Little Rock.
A good job by the LSU defense. That was a play that Arkansas had really tried to use to set it up. Didn't happen.
Well, here we go. 15 minutes to play. End of the third quarter in Little Rock. Arkansas 21, LSU 20. We'll return right after this message and a word from your local station.
Hi, Chris. What's going on?
The rate board seems to be acting funny. Watch.
Wasn't me. You think I could do something that awesome?
Enter the Tron Legacy Get on the Grid sweepstakes at disney.com/getonthegrid. This film not yet rated.
In a world full of entertainment choices, thanks for making CBS America's most watched network.
Happy holidays from NCIS and CBS.
Let's be honest. No one ever wished for a smaller holiday gift. It's the Lexus December to Remember sales event, and for a limited time, we're celebrating some of our greatest offers of the year. Lease the 2011 IS 250 for $349 a month for 36 months, with $33.99 due at signing. See your Lexus dealer.
We are united by a common purpose, but we come from different walks of life and different branches of service. You can trace our journeys in the lines on our faces, the curls of our smiles, and the joy in our eyes. And during those journeys, throughout our service and around the world, as we buy cars, finance homes, and live our lives, Navy Federal is there. For over 75 years, they've been there.
It's our most anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event. Get up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Save big on Nissan quality and fuel efficiency. Through Tuesday, get up to an extra $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry, bonus cash ends November 30th. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local Nissan dealer today.
Thanks for watching WTOC TV, Channel 11, Savannah.
So here we go with 15 minutes to play in Little Rock. You see Arkansas with the 7-0 lead early. You trade 14 points in the second quarter, and it's a one-point ball game. Craig Bullerjack, Steve Berline, glad you're alongside this afternoon on CBS. What do you think? Les Miles with another comeback in his bag?
Well, he's been known. They're very comfortable in this come-from-behind atmosphere. They've been proven to do this and come back, as we said, 3 times this year. They've come from behind in the last minute of ball games. Most of their ball games have been close, especially in the SEC. Big third down conversion here. They've had the momentum in this third quarter, have had opportunities to cash in on touchdowns, but to Arkansas's credit, they've held them to field goals, and that's why Arkansas still protecting a 1-point lead, even though they're not playing too well right now.
Well, again, we have a clock issue in the stadium. It's at 14:58, so they're going to keep time on the field. And now the official, Steve Shaw, steps in.
Please reset the clock to 15 minutes.
Maybe we should just say 1001, 1002, and then start the clock. There we go.
Well, the play clock's down. Now they got the quarter clock, and the scores are doubles. It's 21-20. Well, it's just one of those days, one of those nights. 10th play of this drive as Mallett goes under center on the pitch. Oh, what a cutback by Joe Adams. And after all that razzle-dazzle, no gain. Claiborne in on the tackle.
Well, Tyrann Mathieu, number 14, the corner for LSU, was in perfect position to read that play and make the hit for about a 5-yard loss. Great job just getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now Arkansas facing a 4th and 3 and looking like they're definitely going to go for it here.
Now they're 7 of 16 on 4th downs this season. They need 3 yards to keep this drive alive at the 39-yard line of LSU.
Just trying to draw them off sides.
Enough, and Mallett will call timeout.
Arkansas, that's their first time out of the half.
So they burned their first time out, and we'll step aside down the stretch. 14-17 to play.
The Dolphins take on the Raiders, or the Jaguars and the Giants collide. 2 teams trying to win their divisions. The NFL on CBS Sunday.
It's the ultimate surf and turf event happening right now at Red Lobster. Choose one of 3 premium seafood and steak combinations, all under $20. Get succulent lobster paired with our 8-ounce wood-grilled sirloin, tender snow crab legs and sirloin, or new Chardonnay grilled shrimp and sirloin, all with salad and unlimited Cheddar Bay biscuits. 3 new surf and turf combinations, all under $20. Only for a limited time and only at Red Lobster.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do woodchucks chuck wood?
Hey, you dang woodchucks! Quit chucking my wood!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
And now, it's time for our Geico game recap.
Arkansas struck first in the opening quarter. Now Davis around the edge, 14-yard touchdown. Arkansas up by 7. We move to the second quarter. That's when Ridley for LSU bangs it in from 5 yards out to tie this game up at 7. Then the big plays. Kobe Hamilton hooks up with Mallett, 85 yards. That was a 28th touchdown of the season by Mallett, 14-7. Ridley comes back for LSU, 3 yards, stretches out, hits the pylon, and it's a 14-all ball game. And then just before half, Kobe Hamilton, 80 yards with 6 seconds on the clock, 21-14 Razorbacks. In the third quarter, it's been all about field goal. Josh Jasper, 46-yarder, after a big return by Peterson, and then Jasper from 20. And that's where we stand at 21-20 Arkansas.
I still can't get over that last play of the first half. That's a backbreaker. If Arkansas is going to hold on and win this ball game, that's the play you're going to come back to and say, how can that happen?
There's over 14 minutes left to play. And remember, LSU looking to be awarded a major BCS bowl bid.
And they're going for it again. This time I think it's got to be for real.
Mallett looking, goes up top, got man coverage. Adams on the button. Touchdown, Razorbacks. yards. LSU's front looking to stop on 4th and short, and Mallett goes up top, single coverage, and how about that grab, Joe Adams?
Well, Ryan Mallett told us that LSU is going to go cover 0 once in a while, give you a chance. Right there was almost like they expected cover 0. Joe Adams ran a stutter and go. It was absolute perfection in the overall execution by both Mallett and Joe Adams.
Hocker boots the extra point, and it's an 8-point lead against LSU, 28-20, as Mallett goes up top to Adams.
They knew it was coming. They blocked it up well. Joe Adams, a great job. Watch the hesitation move right here. Look, got Tyrann Mathieu to pause, bite on it. He got around him. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Introducing iPad on Verizon. All the magic of iPad, all the nationwide power and reliability of Verizon.
I thought our family business would always be boots. Until one day, my daughter showed me a designer handbag. And like that, we had a new side to our business.
When businesses see an opportunity, the Hartford is there, protecting their employees and property and helping them prepare for the future.
Nice boots.
Nice bag.
See how the Hartford helps businesses at AchieveWhat'sAhead.com.
The Hemi and Cummins engines that took on all comers here. Never took a day off here. Raised the bar out here. And helped get the job done here. Are only available in a pickup under here. The Ram 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty covers you everywhere. Ram.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Ram Trucks, Coke Zero, The Hartford, and by Verizon. 28-20, Arkansas trying to pull the upset on number 5 LSU, and our aerial coverage of the SEC on CBS Sports is provided by MetLife. What a gorgeous nighttime shot in the Little Rock. War Memorial Stadium is alive. That drive covered 11 plays, went 80 yards, 5 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock.
I'll tell you what was gorgeous was the play call in that situation had the guts and the expectation of the coverage the way that Arkansas did. Garrett McGee, Bobby Petrino, they had the right play call at the right time, and the execution was flawless.
Mallett now with 60 touchdown passes as the Arkansas quarterback. Tejada puts a foot into it.
Let's see if he has to make the tackle again.
Peterson inside the 5. Puts on a head of steam. Breaks a couple of tackles. My goodness. At the 30, and then chased out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Right in front of the Arkansas bench. So fast, so quick. Lateral speed, Steve, is unbelievable.
Yeah. He can make you look pretty silly. He's got incredible acceleration.
LSU now needs big plays. Down 8, clock 14:04 to play. LSU still with all 3 timeouts. Arkansas with only 1. Keep an eye as we head down the stretch here in Little Rock. Under center is Jefferson. Long snap count from the eye. 5-step drop. Good protection. Goes up top. Got a man. And overthrows his wide receiver. That's Tolliver. Well, now our Red Lobster Scholar Athlete of the Day. Jake Beckett, how about a 4.0? Already graduated with a degree in finance, seeking his master's in sports administration. And Red Lobster's commitment to the investment of our future is shown today by donating $1,000 to the Arkansas General Scholarship Fund. Play clock to 8. Keeper. And Jefferson is met at the 35, 36-yard line. You know, Beckett told us always wanted to be Always wanted to be a Hog. And you know what? It all came true.
He said he was born to be a Hog.
Born to be a Hog. Little Rock, Arkansas. And he played at Catholic high school. You know, his grandfather George, Father Jay, Uncle Chris. It's all in the family. And you know, he told us yesterday, I know this field. I played my high school football right here. I know the locker room.
He had no choice, he said.
Crowd is alive as we roll up on 13 minutes of play here in the final quarter. Arkansas smelling upset. Jefferson shotgun, blitz coming over the top. Caught right on the hands of D'Angelo Peterson at the 39-yard line. Freddie Burton bringing the hit.
That's just good, solid defense right there by Freddie Burton. Knowing the down and distance, Arkansas came with pressure. They knew Jordan Jefferson was going to try and get rid of it quick. But Freddie Burton let the receiver make the catch in front of him, knew where the stakes were, made the tackle. Now LSU's in punt formation.
Joe Adams is set to return the punt for Arkansas.
Another Little Rock native, Joe Adams, put on a show for the hometown crowd so far today.
Now Jasper now has taken over punting duties. Good snap, good kick, line drive, a little bit short. Going to take a bounce at the 25, and it takes an LSU bounce inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 51-yard punt. Just over 12 minutes to play down the stretch in Little Rock.
Long before a Cummins diesel engine powered a Ram truck, it roared to life out here and proved itself here, and here. And is only available in a pickup under here. The Ram 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty covers you everywhere. Ram.
It's 2010. Weren't we supposed to have time machines by now? I mean, if we at Coke Zero can give the world real Coke taste with 0 calories, why can't science give us an unlimited supply of do-overs?
Man, you dance like a man.
I dance like a man?
What? No, wait.
We've bent the rules of taste. Physicist, isn't it time to bend time?
Da, 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 da. American innovation meets Mexican styling. Taco Bell's totally redesigned chicken enchilada. Tender marinated all-white meat chicken, slow-simmered enchilada sauce, and melty cheese, wrapped up and grilled to go. Only at Taco Bell.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world, I'll stop the world. You've seen the difference. And it's good. I'll stop the world, I'll stop the world, I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world, I'll stop the world, I'll melt with you.
He was going to kill me that night. I wouldn't have made it out of the bedroom.
We have a saying in Texas, he just needed killing.
That lady scares me.
Tonight.
Next Saturday is the SEC Championship presented by Dr. Pepper. CBS Sports takes you to the Georgia Dome, where Cam Newton and the Auburn Tigers will tangle with the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier, and his upstart Gamecocks. And let's go above the line, and this is the SEC Championship edition, Mr. Berline.
Well, I'll tell you, what about the BCS impact if South Carolina is to win that game next week? I don't know. I'll tell you, you would think that South Carolina may go to the Sugar Bowl, but it messes up the whole thing. It's going to be hard to figure it out. But then Spurrier versus Chizik, two great coaches. Chizik taking an 8-5 team last year, going up against Steve Spurrier with all the experience in the big games. You got to like Spurrier, give him the edge there, but boy, Auburn's looking pretty good. But then, how about Cam Newton? Are the distractions going to finally take a toll on him? I thought maybe they were a little bit yesterday when they were down 24-0.
I was thinking the same thing.
But he showed what he's made of, came back and responded. I can't imagine him being anything but sky high going into that game next week.
Physically, mentally tough, Cam Newton. Just over 12 minutes to play. Arkansas with the ball in an 8-point lead. DJ Williams goes in motion. Mallett throws the other way. Williams makes the catch, weaves his way past the 15 to the 24-yard line. Move the chains, Arkansas at the 24-yard line.
DJ Williams, you see him right there coming across in motion. Good job with the ball fake by Ryan Mallett. Comes out, and you see nothing but green grass in front of DJ Williams. He does a super job on those bootleg package plays of selling that backside seal block and then slips out into the flat. Good solid play.
Boy, Kendrick Adams, there he is, number 94, fine left end for LSU, just limped off. 1st and 10, clock runs. Handoff, Davis, 30-yard line, bumped out of bounds. And let's go back to New York for a college football update. And once again, here's Tim.
Well, the Sunshine State no longer belongs to Florida, folks. Christian Ponder hits Willie Halstead 29 yards to make it 31-7, a final Florida State first loss for Urban Meyer in his tenure there. And the ACC title game will be for Florida State if NC State loses, and right now they are with 6 and change remaining. They play Virginia Tech and Charlotte next week. Craig, back to you.
All right, Tim, thanks so much. Great updates throughout the day. How about Jimbo Fisher, Florida State? You replace the legend, so hard to do, and he's had quick success. Back on the ground, Davis is having his way. Pushed down at the 44-yard line. Now Davis, and that hole was opened by his left guard, the quick guard, Wade Grayson.
Watch right here, watch DeMarcus Love, the left tackle. Watch what he does to LeVar Edwards. Comes back and cleans him up. Boy, LeVar Edwards had no idea that big DeMarcus Love, D-Love as they like to call him, was coming back to give him a big kiss. Man, I'll tell you, I don't want that kiss if I'm LeVar Edwards.
No, he's the SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week.
Yeah, and coaches cannot say enough good about him as an all-around player.
Pads continue to pop. Roderick Green as Davis catches a breather, but what a game for Nile Davis.
Yep, over 100 yards again, 124 yards. He started early, and he was coming off, and LSU was getting a steady dose from the early stage of this ball game. And Garrett McGee told us that he was counting on his big back to produce today, but he felt like they may have been overusing him in previous weeks. They wanted to try and give him a little bit of a break. They've been subbing in different running backs, Broderick Green, a few other guys, to give him a break, and he's responded very well.
Kobe Hamilton on the field. They give the ball to Green. Another first down. And move the chains once again, and Arkansas fans are now getting a little riled up in Little Rock.
Well, this is one of those drives. Call it what you want, but Arkansas is looking for that closeout drive. The drive where LSU knows they're going to try and run the football. They're not going to get carried away or too aggressive in their play calling. They're going to come right at you, and we're going to see who's stronger, who's in better shape right here at the end of the ball game.
Les Miles, hands on hips. He is concentrating on what's going on in this football field. Hand off again. Green off the right side. Boy, he nearly kept his footing, tripped up at the 35-yard line, and that was a great stop. Hatcher just got enough, the free safety for LSU.
Well, you know, one of the things that Arkansas does that is unique in this day and age of football, they have, as you mentioned earlier, Craig, strong and quick offensive linemen. They play to the strong side or the weak side. They both have to play right tackle, right guard, left guard. The only one not moving is the center, obviously.
That's right.
Right there, they're running behind DeMarcus Love. He played on the right side on that play, and they came right behind him again.
Arkansas stretches the field again. Shedding a tackler. My, oh my. Nile Davis going through LSU like a hot knife through butter.
You want to see what I'm talking about? Watch right here. Watch the push on the left side. Oh, look how far down the field DeMarcus Love has taken his man. That's 10 yards down the field.
And Steve, you have to remember what LSU brought to the house today in the SEC. The best defense, total defense, number 5 in the country. And today, Arkansas is having their way.
Well, Arkansas is an offense that can play with anybody. They've averaged 491 yards a game.
There's no answer for Davis. He popped off one offensive lineman, that was Dominguez, and then bounces straight up the hole, and what should have been a 1 or 2 yard gain becomes a 9-yard pickup to the 14-yard line.
And all Les Miles can do is hope that someone on that defense will get them. You look at that LSU defense right now. They're looking a little bit tired right there. They're down on a knee. They're sucking wind, as you like to say, at this point in the ball game, and I think Arkansas senses it.
Mallett under center. Why not? Davis again. Slips and slides. Turns the feet. Pushes the pile past the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at the 9 and another first down, Arkansas.
And did you see the way that Niall Davis was protecting that football? Watch the two hands on the football going off that right side again behind DeMarcus Love and Wade Grayson. Look at him protect that football. No one's getting that thing out of there, and he's getting help from his teammates. That was Grayson trying to escort him for another couple yards right at this LSU defense. What an impressive drive to this point by Arkansas.
Davis goes out 150 yards rushing.
And Broderick Green has been hitting the hole just as hard when he's had his opportunities here in this drive.
Gets the call. Green, right side, pushes to the 7.
Broderick Green in the carry.
And now, Steve Berline, if you're LSU, you look at the clock and it's running, and it's nearing 7 minutes.
I'm trying to rip that football out of there. That's what I'm doing if I'm LSU. You know, even a field goal makes it a 2-score ball game. So you got to figure that if they get the opportunity to kick the field goal, that Hawker is going to come through and make it a 2-score ball game. So you're hoping for a big play. You don't expect Arkansas to throw the football at all in this situation unless Miles comes on the field, calls a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
So LSU will use the first timeout, and listen to this crowd at War Memorial Stadium.
They know this has been a domination on this drive, just taking control of the ball game.
Tomorrow on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by The Amazing Race, then Hallmark Hall of Fame's November Christmas. That's tomorrow on CBS. Here we have an upset brewing over 5th-ranked LSU. The highest-ranked team with 1 loss. This drive is chewed up 10 plays. This will be number 11 when we get back to action.
Well, this Arkansas team has played the 6th most difficult schedule in the country this year. They are a battle-tested group. They play with a lot of confidence. And I think they felt coming into this home game here in Arkansas, I think they felt like they were the better ball club. They're a very balanced team. Since Niall Davis has come on and got that running game going, the defense has played tremendous football the last 4 weeks prior to this game. They're a very, very good football team right now.
Steve, 9 straight rushing plays. I'm wondering inside if Mallett puts it up on 2nd down. Play action. My hunch was right, but it falls incomplete. And that stops the clock. 6:50, 6:52. And that was Chris Gregg, the 3rd tight end on this roster of Arkansas.
Well, that was one of those plays where I think if LSU would not have taken that timeout, it would have been a better call, because LSU would have been tired, not able to react and not thinking as clearly. But coming out of a timeout, I think Les Miles and his defensive staff did a good job alerting him to the possibility of a pass.
Now Davis, the lone back, draw play. Right up the middle he goes to the 5 and takes a seat at the 2. Kelvin Shepard saved the touchdown.
You see Ryan Mallett, he was hoping to get a chance to go for it. 4th and goal from the 2, but this is the right call for sure. Make it a 2-score ball game with the chip shot field goal. As we learned last night in that Boise State-Nevada game, nothing is guaranteed. No. But this is truly the right call.
And I think Alabama would tell you the same thing today.
No doubt.
Up 24, lost to Auburn. This will be a 19-yarder, as you mentioned, a chip shot. Up and good. The lead is 11.
With 6:09 left to play in the game, the score Arkansas 31, LSU.
Try Chick-fil-A's Peppermint Chocolate Chip Milkshake, available only for the holidays.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. From new car replacement and guaranteed repairs to 24-hour claims assistance, we do all we can to help you move on. Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
This weekend, let's take the holidays by the antlers. Expand our toolboxes and fill our sleighs to capacity with all kinds of buzzing, roaring, and humming. With guaranteed low prices that are now even lower, there'll be more than tinsel glinting around our trees. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of Christmas morning with this 18-volt 4-piece Ryobi combo kit for just $69. That's over half off.
This Sushi Showdown will push the Amazing Race teams
I'm gonna throw up.
to the limit.
Oh my God! This does not look good.
A new Amazing Race Sunday, only CBS.
Hi, my name is Niall Davis, sophomore running back for the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'm thankful for my mother because without her, I would be nothing. I love you, Mom. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Hey, that's a nice greeting by Niles Davis. Just turned 18. Got great speed at 4.4. How about today? 187 last week, Steve Berline. 155 today. Third straight game over 150 yards rushing.
And I'll tell you, last week, the 187 yards, he went against a Mississippi State defense that had not given up a 100-yard rusher all year. And then today, against a very good LSU team, 155 yards. What a performance.
Tejada with a skipper. Peterson pushes one of his players out of my way, and he rolls it up to the 39-yard line. And coming up after the game, we'll send you back to our New York studio for the Jeep postgame show. Stay tuned for that. A lot to talk about today as the bowl picture begins to focus in. See, LSU needs to strike and strike fast. They have the football, 2 timeouts, down by 11. Jefferson throws in the flat, right on the hands of Tolliver. Still on his feet. Did he get out of bounds at the 50-yard line?
He did.
Isaac Madsen with the shoestring tackle on Tolliver. Tolliver, great speed. Watch him in this late part of the ball game. He runs a 4.3. He was out with a concussion during summer camp, and he's really had limited action on the field for LSU. But he is just an all-out. I mean, he can burn it.
He can.
The play clock is not operating. We will leave it off, and we'll keep it on the field.
And now they're going to turn off the play clock. And they'll keep it on the field, as you just heard from Steve Shaw. And, you know, you made the point. I don't know if it plays a big factor in a game like this because of the way the speed of the play has been from the start.
It really does, and at this point for sure, because LSU is going to be trying to get plays run as quickly as they can.
5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Jefferson by himself in the pocket. It closes. Now he swings it out, wide open. And that's Boone, the freshman.
I'll tell you, if Cadron Boone had stayed outside near the sideline instead of coming into where all those Arkansas players were, he could still be running right now. He would have stayed out there by the sideline. It was a good, solid play by both he and Jordan Jefferson, but could have been bigger if he would have stayed wider.
Clock running up on 5 minutes. Jefferson gets the call from the sideline. Slaps his hand. There's the snap. It's high from the shotgun. Quick hitter over the middle. Boy, right on the button as Tolliver took a hit at the 30-yard line.
That was your boy Jericho Nelson.
Well, he's had a great game.
He really has. He and Tremaine Thomas have both been incredibly steady in their tackling. I mean, when they're there, it is a tackle. It's not a shoestring trip. They are hitting people.
Under 5 minutes, clock runs. 2nd down, 5. Shotgun is Jefferson. On a knee at the 21. And the grab by James Wright. So the clock stops momentarily to reset the chains. 2 timeouts left for the Tigers, 1 for Arkansas. Tigers down 11, 5th ranked in the country. Handoff up the middle. Richard Murphy. Number 18, a senior, Rayville, Louisiana.
Not seen any pressure yet on this drive from Arkansas. I think the mentality is,
you know what, play back.
Let's make them earn everything. Let them eat up that clock.
And the clock is running up on 4. This drive, 5 plays, 48 yards, nearly 2 minutes. Play clock is off. They've had issues with it from the start today. Cut back as Murphy is tripped up at the 12-yard line. That brings up 3rd down and about a yard. I have a feeling that this score holds. Little Rock is going to explode tonight.
They've been fired up for this game for a long, long time.
Ridley returns, 3rd down and short. Long snap count. Pitch, Ridley, up the middle, 1st down and more. They whistle Ridley down around the 8-yard line. Oh, what a tough runner.
There was no doubt where he's going with this. It's a toss. You think it's going wide? No, he's running. It's a lead up the middle of the field. And he said, I'm still going. He's a very, very determined runner once he gets that downhill decision made. He's not going to stop. You got to stop him.
8th play of this drive, and LSU is using a lot of clock. 3 minutes. Play action, 1st and goal, incomplete. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Spencer Ware.
You know, I think that LSU has done a good job in terms of the urgency to get up to the line and manage the clock. They're not making the yards in chunks like we would like. Now, you could also make the argument that they're going to need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. You could kick the field goal right now, knowing you got to get the ball back again anyway and save more time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you need the field goal anyway.
Jefferson takes a glance at Les Miles. Shotgun, 2nd down goal. High snap. Jefferson in no man's land and is swarmed under and finally taken down at the 27.
They've got to use a timeout here. This is not a good time for a bad snap. If there ever is, P.J. Lonergan, that's the 2nd time today they've had a mishandled snap on their side. Arkansas as well has had one problem. Les Miles, not a happy camper.
Oh, it's a wild scene in Little Rock. Back after this.
Are things different now that I'm not crushing quarterbacks every Sunday? Yeah, a little bit. But I still have a taste for greatness. So I love Dr. Pepper. The taste of these 23 flavors can never be equaled. Like me.
Pizza for McNabb.
I got it. Donovan.
Mike? What, man? Come on, Mike, man.
Still got it. There's nothing like a pepper. Trust me. I've sent people to the doctor.
You look at the BCS standings, Steve. This is going to be interesting where it goes. Boise State, of course, their year was turned upside down with a loss yesterday. They were ranked 4th in the BCS standings. LSU will drop with a loss on the road. That means Oregon, Auburn, and TCU. TCU unbeaten. The debate will roll on, and it'll just be interesting to see how it all works out, because Auburn still has to play, remember, South Carolina here on CBS, brought to you by Dr. Pepper in the SEC championship game.
Yes, yes, and I'll tell you, it also makes room for Stanford and Wisconsin to move. Yes. Stanford, I think, truly one of the teams that's not getting nearly as much love, as much attention as they should get. LSU had to burn a timeout. Now I think LSU is going to probably just try and get, I don't know if they take a shot with their kicker. They may take a shot for the end zone, yes, but the field goal does not hurt them. if they have to settle for that at this point.
It's a 5-wide receiver set. Jefferson, pressure, out of the pocket he goes. Burns time, hook slide. And that ball is out. That ball is out.
Well, they're ruling him down. It was a slide. He was giving himself up. The question is whether the ball came out before he actually hit the knee in the slide. Let's see. Boy, that is a close one.
Well, that's a hard shot as Jefferson took it on the helmet.
They ruled him down, and I'll tell you what. Jordan Jefferson, you see the way he was carrying that football?
Like a loaf?
Like a loaf of bread. One hand on it. All right, so they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion and field goal. They're going to review this play.
Previous play is under further review.
And I'm sure Jordan Jefferson is pleading his case, but it shouldn't be an issue if you protect the football the way you're supposed to. Tuck that football. That was a careless decision on his part. Look at that. That ball's out there. Just tuck it up against your chest.
Out or knee down.
Boy, let's look at it here. I don't think they can overturn it. I think that it was simultaneous. I think it was one of those calls that if it was ruled a fumble, they'd probably keep it as a fumble. And since it was ruled as he was down, they're probably going to keep it that way. I cannot see them overturning it because you just can't tell when exactly that knee hits the ground.
Now we'll look again. There's the hook slide.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if they overturned that. What do you think?
I think the play stands.
I think so too.
And we'll get the call from Steve Shaw. Headset comes off.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It will be 4th down.
Play stands, field goal opportunity from 36 yards for Josh Jasper. Timeouts, one apiece. Just over 2 minutes to play. A 31-20 Arkansas lead. Number 12 against number 5. The kick is away. And good from 36.
All right, so you got to think we're going to see the onside kick.
Onside kick.
Inside of 2 minutes with only one timeout left.
So down the stretch, under 2 minutes to play, Arkansas on top of LSU.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. From new car replacement and guaranteed repairs to 24-hour claims assistance, we do all we can to help you move on. Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
This week on Dave, don't miss Jim Carrey, Cher, Michael J. Fox, and Monday catch Steve Martin, followed by The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, only on CBS. That's quite a lineup. Cher in town. 31-23, 1:58 to play. One timeout remaining. It's an 8-point ball game. Onside kick, and this will be their first of the season for LSU. And Steve, if you're the kicker, I'm sure you look at the eyes and say, all right, who's showing me a little fear? And you attack.
You attack, no doubt. No doubt about it. This is one of the most exciting plays in football here. LSU has got to have it.
It's down, takes a wicked hop, it's loose. And Arkansas, the good hands team. That's Hamilton.
Hamilton, what a day.
Wow.
Kobe Hamilton has had today.
Best hands on this team, and that's a quote from the offensive coordinator, Garrett McGee.
That's exactly right. And man, what a shot he took from Shepard right there. Russell Shepard. Good, clean hit. Boy, hung on to it. That is coupled with the 80 and 85-yard touchdowns. What a tremendous day for Kobe Hamilton. Well earned. And what does this mean for Arkansas now? Do they find their way into the BCS talk now?
Oh, boy, that's a great talk.
Good, solid win over LSU, 10-2.
One timeout remains for both Arkansas and LSU. Arkansas, you get one first down, and you can call it a day.
Now, Niall Davis had his first 2 fumbles of the year last week. You got to figure he's...
Timeout, LSU.
Final timeout. Final timeout by LSU. And coming up after the game. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll send you back to our New York studio for the Jeep postgame show. That's coming up right after this one finishes in Little Rock. Well, the implications of this loss, Les Miles knew it would be tough. Bobby Petrino told us this could be a game that we can launch this program above and beyond. It's amazing. Boise State's year turned upside down. Les Miles and company looking to make a big hit. And we've got all sorts of bowl committee members here in Little Rock.
All over the place.
You can't miss them because the jackets kind of just speak to you as you walk down press row.
We had a guy from the Chick-fil-A Bowl passing out coupons.
Yeah.
I'm
Chick-fil-A.
use them for my kids this week.
Capital One.
Yeah. What a great performance. Arkansas, both teams have had their opportunity in this game. There's been some crazy bounces. There's been some missed opportunities.
They put the tight end Williams in motion. They're stretching out to Davis. Niles Davis tripped up. No timeouts. No timeouts remaining for LSU. All he can do is sit back and watch the clock. And now there's an official timeout as Niles Davis was very slow to get up.
Boy, that's a mistake.
And Broderick Green will check in. Davis comes out. And now they'll restart it.
Well, they won't restart the game clock, though. That's a problem. It's an injury timeout. They start the play clock, but not the game clock.
And the game clock, the play clock is out.
Right.
They're keeping that on the field.
But the referee...
And now they're going to have to come in and what...
The referee gave the start for the play clock signal, did not say to start the game clock. Yeah, he's not going to start the game clock. That's an injury timeout for Arkansas.
Crowd,
fans don't understand it.
The crowd with the smattering of boos.
That's that's a lesson learned by Niall Davis. He's got to get up and off the field in that situation. You cannot allow a timeout to be taken. That kills your team right there.
Now it goes under center. Green, the ball carrier, swings around the corner to the 44-yard line.
Now that's gonna give.
Oh, look at Bobby Petrino.
That's gonna give LSU a full another 25 seconds that could have run off that clock.
Clock at 1:20. 4th down and 7. Play clock on the field, as we've mentioned. And Petrino.
Bobby Petrino not happy.
You know, really, this game, he's trying to tell the official, hey, we should be under a minute. But you can't see the play clock because it's out. They're looking at the official to let them know when they can burn that final timeout. And there it is.
Timeout, Arkansas. That's their final timeout.
But if Niall Davis gets up, there's only about 32 seconds left in this ball game as opposed to 57. It's a break for LSU right there.
So now the question is, what do you do at 4th and 7? At your 43-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt.
You punt away.
You got to punt. You can't give LSU the ball near midfield. You've got to try and pin him back inside the 20-yard line, make him go the distance of the field with no timeouts and in less than 50 seconds. That's the way to do it for sure.
And I want to remind you what happened. And Steve, you remember well, this was a long time ago, just before halftime, with 6 seconds to play, and Arkansas found the end zone.
I would venture to say
80 yards.
That you will not see a typical defense out of Arkansas in that situation. It would be a true prevent defense with safeties deep, keeping everything in front of them, no doubt about it.
Yes.
And as we talked about, that play right there, that play, 6 seconds left in the first half, is the difference in this ball game. That's a touchdown.
I think if you're Arkansas,
no excuse.
you're a little concerned to put the ball in Peterson's hands.
Here comes the block attempt.
They get it away. It's a high end over end. Fair catch, 12-yard line.
Oh.
What happened?
Flag.
Oh, flag.
Patrick Peterson lost his poise.
Did he throw the ball?
He just pushed an Arkansas defender in the chest. It's not a big deal, but it was definitely
unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against LSU number 7. Half the distance to the goal. 1st and 10.
Gotta keep your poise. You'll see.
Oh, threw it in his face.
The football into his face. And what you want to talk about that play at the end of the first half. Here it is. 6 seconds left in the half. And you had Carmel Hatcher, the safety, coming over to make a play on the ball. I think they should have been in a soft prevent defense, keeping everything in front of them. It was the last play of the first half, but here we are now. They got to drive 96 yards.
Prim is your deep back, up over the top, incomplete with 43 ticks. No timeouts remaining for either Arkansas or LSU. Russell Shepard was the intended receiver. Well, this game, Steve, is going to shake college football, as did Boise State's loss, as did Auburn's comeback yesterday.
No doubt. It's amazing how these things happen this time of year. Although this game, truly, I don't think a lot of people will be surprised that Arkansas came out on top, or is coming out on top at this point.
Jefferson, 2nd down. In his own end zone. Stands in the pocket, flushed. In trouble.
Safety.
I see a beanbag at the 1-yard line.
Oh, they're going to give it to him. Yeah.
I see the beanbag at the 1.
Fumble, too, they're saying.
Franklin, Burton, middle linebackers. The backers just having their way today with Jericho Nelson.
Well, if I'm Les Miles, I'm arguing that it's a safety.
Ball is out.
Ball is out. Oh, but popped out. There you go.
There's the beanbag.
There it is. No doubt.
And the officials right on the spot. You know, you're more concerned when he stood up in the end zone that he was going to be tackled down for the safety. He lost the ball, plain and simple.
Exactly.
Great replay, and now Arkansas. Well, the night of celebration. It has begun.
Well, do you think Arkansas goes in and tries to score, or they're just going to take the knee? They're taking the knee. They're in the victory formation. That's the right thing to do. Good job, Bobby Petrino.
Now the clock. Now the game clock. I don't know. This is going to be a nasty ending because there's still time and everybody's rushing the field.
Well, the referees are walking off the field as well. Well, what a day for the Arkansas football program.
For Steve Berline, Craig Bolerjack saying so long from Little Rock. Well, once again, the final score. Arkansas upsetting 5th-ranked LSU 31-23. Stay tuned because coming up next, we'll send you to New York and Tim Brando for the Jeep postgame show. That's next on CBS. Upset in Little Rock. 31-23, Razorbacks.
When the 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee drives off-road, the Quadralift air suspension raises the vehicle, making it more capable off-road. And if you happen to be driving on-road, it lowers it for better handling and fuel efficiency on-road.
Come on, wait for me. There it is. Ah, hurry up. You're heavy. Are you sure these letters will get to Santa? Yes, of course. Hold still. Almost there. A little bit higher. I can't hold you up much longer. Hi, fellas. Hi, Virginia. Why are you on the floor? Bring your letter to Santa into Macy's, and we'll donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Together, we'll collect 1 million reasons to believe.
What is the new Sonic Good? It's our new foot-long quarter-pound coney. A plumper, juicier, longer hot dog topped with warm chili and shredded cheese. Drive in today and get any foot-long quarter-pound coney and tots for $3.99. Like our new Tex-Mex foot-long quarter-pound coney, topped with Fritos corn chips, jalapenos, onions, and a zesty chipotle sauce. It's not just a hot dog. It's a plumper, juicier foot-long quarter-pound coney, piled high with intense flavor and delivered with a smile. It's new. It's better. It's the new Sonic Good.
And now I'll turn it over to the Gecko.
Ah, thank you, sir. As we all know, Geico has been saving people money on RV, camper and trailer insurance, as well as motorcycle insurance. Ah, sorry. Technical difficulties.
What about this?
What's this one do? Maybe that one.
Okay, let's keep rolling. We run motorcycle insurance?
Take 15 minutes to see how much you could save on motorcycle, RV, and camper insurance.
Newton.
Oh, did he accelerate? Touchdown, Auburn. Lattimore, South Carolina. Touchdown! Oh, my goodness.
CBS Sports presents the Jeep Postgame Show.
We welcome you to the Jeep Postgame Show. I'm Tim Brando in New York. A reminder tonight on CBS, it's a night of drama and mystery, beginning with CSI, followed by CSI Miami and a new edition of 48 Hours Mystery. That's tonight, only CBS. In the game you just saw, Arkansas held on to beat LSU 31-23. I'm joined by Spencer Tillman and Archie Manning. We ran Gary Danielson out of here finally. That play at the end of the first half really turned out to be the difference.
It was huge against LSU, but I was really impressed. I've been impressed with Ryan Mallett all year. But in the fourth quarter, when Arkansas went up by 8, I was so impressed with their ability to run clock and to run the ball.
That's right. This Arkansas team looked more like LSU than LSU did, controlling it on the ground. As I said in the pregame show, Nile Davis, 30 carries, 153 yards, looks a lot like a guy named Marcus Lattimore's kind of numbers. That was key to this game.
You know, if Auburn goes on to win their way into the national title game, Arkansas would look awfully good in the Sugar Bowl, one would think, because of that large. All right, let's get you caught up on some other action today. And boy, did we have a TCU in New Mexico. Andy Dalton, one of his 3 touchdown passes. There's not much defense there. Antoine Hicks with it, 7-0. And then Ja'Cory Greer's going to hit Dalton, who fumbles it. It would lead to a New Mexico touchdown. He left the game with a right elbow injury, and that led to this halftime conversation for the coach.
Ready to play and go play. You're supposed to be the number 3 team in the nation, then prove it. Instead of putting that paint on, how about be a fighter in the first place? Go back to your business. Let's take care of it. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Pretty effective words right there, because TCU had 35 second-half points, and here's Casey Pahal, 21-yard touchdown to Logan Brock.
That was after Yogi Gallegos had left the game, so that was the third quarterback. TCU goes Route 66 on New Mexico, 66-17. Now remember, this is the BCS top 10. Understand LSU will drop. We know Boise will drop. TCU becomes that team that's waiting there in the wings if Oregon and Auburn lose. What about those other one-loss teams? Who goes where, fellas, in your mind?
Well, we've got Stanford going tonight. Wisconsin, it's not because they're not scoring any points.
And they're the highest-rated Big Ten team right there in the BCS currently. You can't ignore them.
Oh, they do keep hanging the numbers, don't they? There's running it up, and then there's running Bielema, ladies and gentlemen. They've done it 3 times this year gone for 70-plus points, Spencer. Watch this.
Scott Tolzien is going to throw an 11-yard strike over the middle to Nick Toon for a touchdown. Yes, he is, Arch. 4 touchdowns in the game for Tolzien. And everything's, at least smelling like roses.
At least roses, right?
Yeah.
And I believe he's cracked the BCS code. Just get as many style points as you can. Michigan and Ohio State. Terrell Pryor is going to complete this 33-yarder to DeVere Posey. No, don't adjust your set. It's not Rutgers. It's not. But E. Gordon Gee decided to go with tradition and not go with the Buckeye helmets, right? 37-7, Ohio State over Michigan.
Might be Arkansas's opponent in the Sugar Bowl.
That's a good point. Michigan State, Archie, Kirk Cousins going to go to work
Kirk
here.
Cousins drops back, finds wide receiver B.J. Cunningham, 24-yard touchdown pass, second receiving touchdown of the game for B.J., 21-3, Michigan State.
That's 11 wins for Michigan State, and it's our first win at Penn State since '65 when Rip Engel was the head coach, not Joe Paterno. It was his last year. Look at the Big Ten standings. Remember now, Wisconsin in the BCS standings has the edge in this 3-way tie, and it would appear that they right now are on their way to the Rose Bowl.
And
when that's right. And when we come back, we'll tell you about the ACC Atlantic race, which is down to the wire, when the Jeep postgame show continues.
The closer the wheels are to the front and back of the vehicle, the bigger and steeper the obstacle it can go over. Guess where we put the wheels on the Jeep Grand Cherokee?
At Planners, we know how to throw a remarkable holiday party, just serve classy snacks, and be a gracious host, no matter who shows up. Richard, didn't think you were gonna make it.
Hey, sorry about last week. I don't know what got into me.
Yeah, well, forgive and forget, kind of.
I don't think so. Do you like nuts?
You know her. We know diamonds. Together, we'll make her holiday. That's why only Zales is the diamond store, where you'll get an extra 10% off store-wide now through Sunday.
I'm the 4th string quarterback, but due to a pregame meal of all-you-can-eat calamari, now I'm the 1st string quarterback. But I'm also a transfer student, so I'm a little lost.
And if you've got cut rate insurance, your jacked up rates might make you sick. So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Welcome back to the Jeep postgame show. Let's get back to the scoreboard now and try to put a wrap on the proceedings today, shall we? South Carolina and Clemson just underway. Tigers' Kyle Parker's thrown a touchdown pass. South Carolina's answered with a field goal. It's now 7-3. Of course, South Carolina next week in the SEC title game. Virginia Tech wins their division by virtue of blowing out Virginia today, 37-7, the final there. North Carolina State could not hold up their end. Maryland gets that victory, 38-31. What a comeback for Ralph Friedgen, whose job was on the line coming into this season, 5-3 in the conference. That clears the way for Florida State to be in Charlotte for the ACC title game. And, oh, by the way, what a recruiting gem that was for Jimbo Fisher.